Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening tonight, and welcome on in. A special shout out to Major Matthew for getting in first to clean the best seat in the house, and for a 15-stream streak according to the chat that isn't showing. I don't know why the streaks don't show in chat. But as always, a good evening to all of my guests tonight. To Major Matthew, to anyone else that's lurking out there tonight, I hope you're all having a wonderful evening, taking care of yourselves, and your week is treating you very well. We're doing good here at the Manor. Unfortunately, the continuing saga, the ongoing saga of Helm failing to get good sleep is continuing, because we had some people in today to do some work in the Manor, and it was a little bit loud. They were good, the work was fine, everything's fine, but there's only so quiet you can reasonably be when you're doing, like, drills and saws, and I don't actually know exactly what power tools they were using. I wasn't really involved in it, I was trying to sleep. And suffice it to say, it's not the easiest thing to sleep to, but thankfully, that's all resolved. So hopefully, we'll be back to things getting back to business as usual, which is good because I kind of need it. I need to do something about this terrible sleep schedule I've gotten myself into. I mean, my sleep schedule is in fact always terrible, but it's not normally quite this bad. It's somehow gotten worse this week, so I'm hoping we can fix that. And I'm also hoping that, in the same vein of things being terrible, I'm hoping that my internet decides to not be a colossal butt today. Because we are doing Frogun today, which does actually, that means we do in fact need a special guest. Get over here. Thank you. Because we are doing Frogun today, and last time we were doing Frogun, my internet died on me, like, right in the middle of the stream. And it came back, like, not super quickly, but, like, quickly enough that I possibly could have finagled back into getting into streaming. But I'll be honest, if there's one thing that just immediately, like 0 to 100 tanks my mood, it's like hardware not working. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be internet, could be peripherals, keyboard, mouse, could be my car. If there's one thing that just immediately is just like an instant flip of a switch that just puts me in a bad mood, that is it. And unfortunately, although I did recover, my mood for streaming had completely tanked at that point, so hopefully, though, it'll be okay. And I have nowhere to be tomorrow. I've actually got a day off tomorrow, so we can even go late tonight, potentially. Hey, hello, welcome in, welcome. Praying for Frogun stream. Here's hoping, right? Here's hoping that the internet stays fine. It should be fine. It should be fine. I don't know what went wrong with it last week, to be honest. I mean, even if I knew what was wrong with it, I don't know if it was something I could have fixed or not. As I say a lot, I am someone that is quite happy to use a lot of technology, phones, internet, computers, but have very little idea how I actually work. I just want to plug it in and it works. That's all I want, which is kind of why I hate a lot of modern console gaming. It's like, oh, I'm going to go buy a game and I'll play the game. Oh, no, you can't play the game. You've got to buy the game and then patch the game. Okay, well, I'll buy the game and then I'll patch the game and then I'll play the game. Well, yes, but also you've got to install the game, because for some reason now console games don't run on disk. Okay, so I'll buy the game, install the game, patch the game, and then can I play the game? Yes. Okay, finally, good. But if you want to get all the content in the game, you're also going to buy that content and install that content, and that content might not be out for several months. I fucking love the video game industry, you guys. It's so good. The video game industry is actually really good. On the plus side, although the video game industry might be going down the toilet, it does mean that we have a lot of wonderful indie games that have been doing well because of that. I genuinely, sincerely think, this is not me like catastrophizing, hyperbolizing, or any other kind of icing you might think of. I genuinely think we are due a gaming crash. I don't think it'll be anywhere near on the scope of the one that we had with the Atari, but I genuinely think we are getting to the point of games that being so big, require so much time to make, need to make so much money to be profitable, that I think they're just generally going to reach a point of being unsustainable. And the big, like, AAA blockbuster video games, your Grand Theft Autos, your God of Wars, I genuinely think they will eventually reach a point of just being unfeasible to turn a profit. And then we're going to be forced to make smaller games for cheaper. Good. Fucking good. I get to restart the game for DLC to work. True. Also no voice acting. There's some games I'm cool with no voice acting, but other stuff as well. It does depend. Like, if you are a little indie developer, I will give you a pass. You haven't got to include voice acting. You know, it's not required for a game to have voice acting for that game to be a good video game. It's nice, but it's not required. If, on the other hand, you are the highest grossing multimedia franchise in human history, then yes, you probably should be able to, spring $100 to get someone to, talk into a microphone for an hour or two. The funniest thing about Pokemon's lack of voice acting for me is the fact that, not that they don't have it, it's not that they don't have it, but the fact that if you look at the most recent Pokemon games, right? So, okay, I guess not in Legend ZA, so ignore ZA, but in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, there was a gym leader who was a rapper. And what is the number one characteristic of rapping? It is a vocal art. You can't really enjoy rap properly if you can't hear the words, if you can't hear the music. I mean, you could probably read the lyrics, but it's not going to be the same experience as intended, and it's probably quite difficult to keep up with the speed. And then in the previous generation, in Sword and Shield, they made a gym leader who was like a punk screamo singer. Why are you making characters whose one defining character trait is that they are vocal performers if you're not going to at least get a voice actor for the scenes where you are making these characters perform? Like, you haven't got to give the entire game voice acting. I'll even give you a pass on that. But are you telling me you can't, again, throw $50 to someone on Fiverr or something to just read out 2 lines, or to just record themselves doing a scream into a microphone for one cutscene for 5 seconds? It's pathetic. Do you think GTA 6 might be the powder keg of the fall of its own fast? I honestly think GTA 6 is probably too big to fail. Because I'm not involved in GTA at all. It's not my cup of tea. I played it when I was a teenager, did not like it, found it very boring. Not my cup of tea. But I know that GTA 5 is gigantic. I know GTA 5 is a huge thing. There are people that pay money to play on servers in GTA 5. And I'm not talking about paying a subscription fee. I'm talking people that will pay $100 to get a unique car in a server. It is wild. So I think GTA 6 is probably going to be too big to fail. What I think is more likely to happen is I think if GTA 6 comes out, and there is a rumor that's been floating around, I don't know if this has been substantiated or debunked. I do remember there was a rumor going around that was suggesting that GTA 6 was going to release as a $100 video game. Which, to be fair, I think that would price a lot of people out of video games if that was the case. If GTA 6 does launch with a higher price point, $100 or even $80, I think that the success of GTA 6 at that price point would be enough to make a lot of investors who know nothing about video games go to the developers and say, well, hold on a second, that video game sold for $100. Why aren't we selling our video game for $100? Sell our video game for $100 or else I will pull my funding. And then their games will go for $100 and they will bomb because people don't want to pay $100 for a video game. That's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong. I would love to be wrong. I'm very dumb, so I'm wrong quite often. I'm not normally happy about it. I would love to be wrong on this case, but that is what I genuinely think may happen. Again, we talk about, with the voice acting, we were talking about Pokemon. It's funny that they had a singer in black and white and there were vocals. Exactly! Not only were there vocals, there were vocals in multiple languages. In the English version, Roxy sang Pokemon, and in the Japanese version, she sang Dogas, which is just coughing in Japanese. It's like a 10-second soundbite. It's literally just her saying D-O-G-A-R-S, Dogas, and it just loops. That's all you had to do, Nintendo. You regressed. You went backwards. Thanks, guys. It's the Apple effect. Apple does a thing. It's the way that so every other tech manufacturer follows. Exactly. They brought the Etrian games back only to charge wild prices for Twitch and hurt the sales. It's so strange. I always think when it comes to anything, right? Lord Helm used to work in construction. I've mentioned this before. And he told me this, his personal philosophy, which I could not agree with more, which is, let's imagine a situation, you know, this relates to video games, because we're all video game nerds here. Let's imagine that you have a product, and you think that you could probably sell this product for £100. But if you did sell it for £100, probably not many people would want to buy it. You know, you'd be appealing to a very narrow demographic of people that would pay £100 for this product. So you could sell it for £100 once, probably, or you could sell it significantly less than £100. You could sell it for maybe £20. And for £20, it's actually a really good deal. If you sold it for £20, plenty of people would buy it. Maybe even tens of people would buy it. Let's say that 10 people bought it instead of one. Well, what's better? Selling one game for £100 or selling 10 games for £20? It makes sense. It just is far more logical. Especially with something digital like video games. I understand an argument for that sort of thing if you're talking about hardware. You know, because when it comes to hardware or any physical product, obviously you're limited by your stock. You can't produce more than you're able to produce. Whereas with video games, they're digital. They do not exist. In fact, some video games literally do not exist as physical media. So you're never going to run out of stock. You have infinite stock. All you need to do is sell it for less, and people will buy it. Heck, how many of you, I know plenty of you here surely might agree here, how many of you have bought stuff during the Steam summer or winter sales that you probably wouldn't have bought at full price? In fact, maybe you were even waiting specifically for a Steam sale to buy that exact game. It works. People want to get stuff cheap. Obviously they do. And they'll buy it cheap. I don't understand why we keep jacking the prices up when we can sell more for less rather than sell fewer for more. Because Black and White failed by Pokemon Company standards. That was the philosophy for a long time. That's why games were $60 for so long was change the ballooning budgets that AAA company has. Yeah, exactly. The games are too big. They're too big and they need to make too much money to be profitable anymore. Hey guys, welcome there. How you doing? Doing good, doing good. That's why Square is called FF16 South Stop, because they didn't get past the profit margin they wanted. Well, that's the thing, right? FF16 is a penis bad game. I will die on that hill. Game sucks shit through a straw. That game is terrible. Oh my god, no, I hate Final Fantasy 16. I would die if it meant that I had to play Final Fantasy 16 again. This game is the worst thing ever. It's going to change my life for the worst. Point being, despite how bad that game is, despite how bad FF16 is, you can tell that a lot of time and a lot of money went into the game. The game looks gorgeous. Visually, it is a very pretty game. The music is not Soken's best work, but there's clearly a lot of time and effort that's gone into the music. Every character is fully voiced. There's a lot of effort that's gone into the game, but because of how much polish has gone into the game, that increases the cost. If the game didn't look as nice, it would have been able to be produced cheaper and faster, and then it wouldn't have needed to make as much profit. It doesn't make sense to me. I feel like I'm the last sane person on Earth running around, shaking people, trying to get them to wake up, and yelling, "Silent AAA is made of poo!" If you get that reference, you're officially old. I love Monster Hunter Rise and World, but I was not getting it at that price. Exactly! I actually did that with Monster Hunter World. I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan. I played a little bit of Try, could not get into it. I played a little bit of World, and I got to the credit scene. But besides that, I'm not a huge fan of World. So when the game came out, I'm like, I'm not buying this for full price. And then my local supermarket, because unironically, supermarkets can be a fantastic place to buy video games because they often tend to lowball the prices on them. They were doing a sale of it for like £20 when it was still fairly new. And I'm like, you know what? I wasn't going to buy this, but I'll buy it for £20. Sure, for that price, it's worth the risk. Hey, Polygak! Nice of you to give in a true of mirror. Yeah, you look fantastic, yeah. Now, World of DLC for $9, I skipped that game and still bought it that Christmas. Exactly! Some things are just like, for that price, you'd be silly not to. Heck, I had a couple of those with my Steam sale. It was in like Christmas. I can't remember everything I bought during the Steam sales, but some of them were literally just games where I'm like, oh, that's really cheap. Fuck it, I'll buy it for that price. Actually, you know what? Good example. Sir Noggin that we played a few weeks back. That game, it's a very short game, admittedly, but like, that game is normally $3.39, which is still very cheap, like that's less than a McDonald's meal. But I'm pretty sure on sale it was like £1.50 or something. I'm like, there's no reason not to buy it for that price. £1.50? You can't get a Tesco meal deal for £1.50. Oh my god, you guys don't know what a Tesco meal deal is. I just realised, Tesco meal deal is a staple of British cuisine. Tesco being a supermarket over here. The Tesco meal deal is, you get a sandwich, you get a snack, which is like crisps or a chocolate bar or something, and you get a drink. And it's like £4, I want to say, something like that. They used to be cheaper. I think they used to be £3. Point being, you can get lunch for like less than £5 in Tesco. And any game that's less than the cost of lunch, I feel like you'd be silly to pass up on. Buying a new game, I check key sets for sales. I got time strategy off 20%. Nice! Oh, Humble Bundle, yeah, Humble Bundle's very good. So here's the issue. Game's gotten so big that John Normie, who only buys COD and Madden, will see a game with base PS4 games called ugly. And that sort of rhetoric does impact games for John Normie. Investors know they have to sell to not just their dedicated fan base, but they need to sell to people who might otherwise be indifferent. So the easiest way to appeal to non-fans, make it bigger, make it shiny, make sure I can see it. That is true. That is true. But at the same time, it's also paradoxical because, as you say, John Normie is buying Call of Duty. John Normie is buying Madden. John Normie is not buying Final Fantasy 16. John Normie is not buying... What other games can we put in this fire? Shin Megami Tensei games. I mean, right, that's not a great example because those games aren't like blockbuster AAA, but you know what I mean. That's the thing. Is it IKEA meatballs or Costco hot dog and friends? We actually have IKEA meatballs over here. I've never had them because my nearest IKEA is a significant drive away, and I'll be honest, every time I go to IKEA, I feel like I'm going into a dungeon. Ironically, like walking through IKEA, I don't know if the IKEAs in other countries are modeled differently to ours. I'm assuming they're all the same. But when I walk through IKEA, I genuinely feel like I'm going through a Final Fantasy 14 dungeon. Like I'm gonna walk around the corner and like 5 mobs are gonna spawn and we have to kill them to open a door before we can move on. It is honestly just ever so slightly horrifying being in IKEA. I think the last time we went there was for, what was it? Oh, my mattress. I had to replace my mattress. I had Blahaj there, but unfortunately at the time I couldn't carry anything else. Otherwise we would have come out of there with a Blahaj. Actually, I do have a knockoff Blahaj. It's actually, can you see it? You see that there? That's my knockoff Blahaj. It's not actually a Blahaj, it's a pencil case. I actually got that in, funny enough, in Tesco. Tesco, spoiler alert, Tesco is a supermarket that I go to because it's the one that's closest. Other supermarkets are available, of course. Wait a minute, I'm not the BBC, I don't have to say that. Waitrose is shit. The issue goes back then that John Normie did buy Fantasy, so then Final Fantasy 7 and 10, Space and they can get John Normie, keep trying to, because investors will see numbers go up. Yeah, it's a shame, it is a shame. Does that knock off work with Umi? I think it is still a water type, so probably. But yeah, I mean, again, I could be wrong. I'm not an analyst or anything like that. I'm just silly little robot on the internet. But I do genuinely think we are due some sort of crash sooner than later. The funny thing is, a friend of mine told me this, and I'll admit, this is one of those things that I was told, and I thought, yeah, that sounds reasonable, and then proceeded to do exactly zero research into whether or not it was correct. But a friend of mine told me that apparently games should be costing a lot more, a lot sooner. So, essentially, if you look at the price of video games, and I'm not advocating for raising the price of video games for the record, but apparently, games have been more or less $40 for a long time, and only fairly recently went to $60. If you look at the price of like the buying power of $40 kind of in the NES era, and you compare it to now, if you were to just translate that, it should be $100. The problem is that, obviously, it doesn't quite work that way. Yeah, I do. Most games are first honestly, 4+ years old. You're brand new AAA titles. Exactly, yeah. I don't think people care that much about them. The thing as well is that the pursuit of like ever better, ever shinier graphics, it's a fool's errand, because the thing is they're gonna look dated sooner or later. But also, the better you make your graphics, the harder it is to improve upon the graphics. So have you guys ever seen one of those videos on YouTube where someone does like, say, drawing or carving or something, and they're doing like, oh, I'm gonna draw a Yu-Gi-Oh character, or anything. I'm gonna do a drawing in 10 seconds. Then I'm gonna do a drawing in 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna do a drawing in 10 hours. Then I'm gonna do a drawing in 10 days, and we're gonna compare the difference. And what you often find is, depending on what numbers they choose or what time apart they choose, there kind of reaches a point where the extra time stops really significantly mattering. Like, if we just put imaginary numbers to this, let's say that, like, in a 10-second drawing, the quality is 2%. And then in a 10-minute drawing, let's say the quality is, I don't know, let's say it's 20%. Well, you've improved the percentage significantly by doing that, because you've gone from 2 to 18. Well, that's almost 10 times better. So then when you go to like the 2-hour drawing, let's say you take the quality up to like, say, 60. That's still a really big improvement. You've gone from 20 to 60. That's 3 times as good. But then let's say that like from there, the next one goes to like 70 or 80. Well, it might still be an improvement, but you're gonna struggle to notice it. It stops being as impressive. And ironically, by making your graphics better, you make things harder in the long run, because now it's harder to one-up yourself. Like Simpson, yeah, it's hard to improve as quickly as you continue to improve. Exactly, it's, yeah, logarithmic, like, yeah. Which I could bother to probably optimize the graphics. That is the big thing, actually. That's the other big thing. Right? So, if you look back at ye olde days of gaming, the golden age, if you will, I honestly, for my books, golden age, PS1, PS2 era, that was peak gaming, right? But if you look at Crash Bandicoot, I'm going to call out Crash Bandicoot specifically because I know a lot about this game and its development. Crash Bandicoot, for its time, was an incredible looking game. Like, unironically, if you didn't know this is actually true. The crates in Crash Bandicoot were actually a limitation rather than a deliberate choice. That is to say, they wanted some sort of obstacle that you could, interact with, and boxes, cubes, happened to be the smallest polygon things they could do. So, by using the limitation, they made boxes, and now breakable boxes are like iconic in Crash Bandicoot. I'd even go as far as to say that maybe, for some people, you might even say boxes are more iconic for Crash Bandicoot than they are for Mario, even though Mario breaks a lot of boxes as well. That being said, they had to really work hard to squeeze every ounce of power out of the PS1. That game is really well optimized, really well made, because the PS1 just did not have the gas. The PS1 did not have the power to put out an impressive look, anything much more impressive looking than that, unless you could really squeeze it for all its work. You look at like Final Fantasy VII. Good game, looks like shit. I like Final Fantasy VII. It is an ugly fucking game by most PS1 game standards. FF8 though, they learned how to play better, how to work better with it. Better textures, better optimization, how to not make the FMVs look horrifying. The optimization was good. It helped. The problem we've got now is that we've got such good tools for making video games. And I'm not at all complaining that that's a bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all. But if you look at the likes of, say, Unity or Unreal, right? Those engines are very easy to learn. I actually, when I was at university, did a little bit of dabbling in Unity myself. I've definitely forgotten all of it by now, but I made a few very, rudimentary games in it. That were, they weren't great, but they were playable. They looked like video games, and they had a start, a middle, and an end. Now the thing is, over time, because hardware has improved, people are using the fact that hardware is better to make it up for an excuse that they don't have to optimize their game. Why would I bother spending time to code my game better and optimize it when everyone has like a billion RAM these days anyway, so they can run the game, right? That's the problem we're running into. People don't need to optimize the games anymore, so they just don't. And then people wonder why they run like shit most of the time. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pleasantly surprised that Time Stranger runs so well as it does. Just because Time Stranger is a Japanese game, and Japanese devs and PC ports are normally a bad combo. Hey, just Leo Mucka, doing good, hope you as well. Hey, Neeps. Okay, who pissed that out of the fog? This is what you get when you keep excluding Frog the Jam. We do not accept Frog the Jam, we accept Frog the Jam. Exactly. You know what, speaking of the frog, we should get into the game. We're just going to keep yapping, because like the game's a platformer, there's not a lot for me to say about it. Which is fine. So we'll just keep yapping while we get into the game, so please keep your arms lifted and other body parts, clear the closing doors. I'll see you there in just a sec. Alright, don't mind the game, it doesn't like to render when it's not, there we go, when it's not full screen. My friends are saying the fact that RAM is so expensive will make future progress better. Ironically, your friend's probably right, actually. So we got 20% of the way last time. I don't think Time Stranger even if it's upscales like FSR or DLSS, it's pure performance. Exactly, yeah. Okay, so we were... Wait, hold on. We've done this stage. Okay, we're on this stage next. Ancient Sewers. Without Frog Hat. Wait, Frogs is destined we could target drugs. Exactly, yeah. It's a true thing. Like, I remember... Okay, the game itself wasn't actually very good. Anyone remember Spore? When that game was being announced, I remember, like, everyone was pogging out of their mind. Because the hardware requirements for that game were, like, astonishingly low for a game of that era. And especially considering all the things that the game was... Oh, my platform. Did not notice the floor. Yeah, a lot of people were, like, astonished that with all the things the game was promising, that it would allegedly be able to run on really basic systems. And it did! I remember, I had a really bad PC at the time. Like, my PC ran barely anything. And yet it ran Spore absolutely fine. Oh, shit. I would say RAM being the main reason for optimizations, more open GPU requests from the PC. If the GPUs used on Steam, so GTX 1650 is not a great GPU, what they says. I'll have to take your word for it. Unfortunately, I don't know much about hardware. That's just what's her name from being. She is! She's like a young Rabita, isn't she? The reporter lady. I mean, to be fair, we did add the frog hat. She had a different hat, but, I mean, why would you ever not use the frog hat? But yeah, honestly, I genuinely think, like, we are going to see a bit of a fundamental change in how games get developed. Either that or, you know, we're going to see a lot more companies dying, like freaking EA. Is it EA? I think it's EA. Or was it Ubisoft? One of the... No, it's Ubisoft, wasn't it? Ubisoft is, like, going under. And, like, I'm not going to celebrate that, you know. It's never a great thing when anyone has to lose a job, obviously. Oh, shit.
How?
Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it's obviously not a great thing when anyone has to lose a job, but at the same time... I can't remember the last time I heard of a studio that everyone liked the games of and agreed had good business practices going on. That's all I'll say in that regard. Also argue that trade education front of game devs is waning a lot, as more people aren't versed in optimization coding. There's especially no older devs of shared knowledge. True, actually, yeah. And also, like, game development is one of those things where, like, over time, the skills don't necessarily translate super well. Like, coding for like an old system, you know, like say you were I don't know, let's say you were an N64 dev. Well, coding for N64 is very different to coding for, say, anything else. In fact, I believe the 64 was kind of famous for having like an awkward architecture to work with, you know? What do you gotta say, Frog? Wow, what a view. This place looks bigger than I expected. Okay, thanks. PS2. The PS2, man, I love the PS2 so much. I genuinely think the PS2 was like the absolute peak of compromises. Like, if you were to say to me that, like, you think the PS2 looks bad, I won't argue with you on that, sure. Like, it doesn't look amazing by today's standards. But I'll tell you what it does, and that is, it represents exactly what it's trying to present. I don't think there was ever a game on the PS2 where I've gone, what the hell is that supposed to be? Like, unless it was supposed to be like a deliberately eldritch being, you know? But like the PS2 graphics, you could make an argument that they don't look amazing, but they're not bad. You never are unclear of what you're doing in the PS2. Wait. This looks so brilliant. I swear we did this level. I just swore we did this level. This looks really familiar. Or maybe it's just like this chunk. Maybe it's reuse a chunk. Weird fucking chimeras of hardware, PS2 and the motion engine. Ah, okay. See, again, I don't know much about the hardware themselves. But I know what was good, and that was the PS2. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss that era of gaming as well for a very stupid reason, admittedly. I miss it insofar as I miss the era where you could buy a game with the same title on multiple systems, and they're just completely different games. Like, you could buy Crash Mind Over Mutant on GameCube, and it's just a completely different video game compared to Crash Mind Over Mutant on PlayStation. But you go from PS2, PS3 loading an annoying engine. Coding in general is annoying, don't get me wrong, like, I get it. I am not good at coding at all, I'm terrible at it. So I get it, 100%. Oh, that works. But actually, look, this is 1080p, PS2 is downscaled. I mean, I could believe it, again. Absolutely. To be fair to Shadow of the Colossus, and I'm not saying this a dunk on this game, on it, it's not like a particularly, like, amazing game visually. What I mean to say is, the style is great. It's got a lot of atmosphere, it's got a lot of personality in the style. It's not like a super, like, ultra high fidelity game, you know? Like, 90% of the time, it's rendering your character a big boss and some, you know, grey scenery. It doesn't have to do a lot. So I can definitely imagine it being easily HDable. Whee! Thing over here. Not from here we can't. Let me jump it. That worked, somehow. I don't know if this was an intended route. I think probably not, but... Oh, well, we missed some blocks. I'm done. I don't think we have time to live on the speed run at least. Game. Game, what the heck? Ow. Why was that not working? I was in for the PS2, I wonder what the frame rate was for that. Because FF11 Theory came out, looked really good. It did! It was, for the time, a very good looking game. And when you consider the fact that it was also an MMO, like, it looked really good. It's easy to forget, but Final Fantasy XI predated World of Warcraft. I say it's easy to forget, it's actually quite easy to remember it when you actually look at some of the gameplay systems at play in those games, but... Like, yeah, FF11 was a pre-World of Warcraft game, and I'll be honest, from minute one, I have always been said that FF11 looked better than World of Warcraft. I think World of Warcraft is a, honestly, very ugly game. Not even on a fidelity standpoint, just purely on a aesthetics. I just think the art style of World of Warcraft is very ugly and unappealing. I know some people probably say the opposite. They probably go, oh, I hate Final Fantasy because it's too anime. And I'll be like, yeah, well, fair enough. If you don't like anime, then yeah, I mean, you wouldn't like it, would you? I don't like whatever the hell art style World of Warcraft is, so yeah, of course I'm not gonna like it. Oops, that's fine. We have health, we're full. Okay, the 8-bit remasters are. I don't mind them, I think they're fine. They're fine for what they are. Some of them look better than others, but I think they're fine. They actually did patch the FF6 one, because the FF6 sprites in the remaster originally had a much lower saturation. So much higher saturation rather, and brightness. and lower contrast. So they actually did redo those to improve the contrast levels in them a little bit. I think the rest of them were fine though. I mean, I'll be honest, I never really liked FF6 much in general, especially aesthetically. So it doesn't bother me tremendously, but I can definitely see how someone would be bothered by it. I think it remasters actually the PSP games exist for people that like those. Yeah, the PSP ones look great, don't get me wrong, but I think it's nice that we have like a version that's a little bit closer to the original vision. I'll be honest, I have a massive soft spot for the old art styles in general. Like the Final Fantasy battle sprites were probably like my all-time favorite sprites in any game ever. Like I remember like years and years ago, one of my bookmarks on my web browser used to be the Spriters resource, and I would go on there every day to see what other sprites had been added, just so I could look at them and just like imagine what the game attached to the sprites was like. Sometimes that lets me to find some games that were like really cool, I've never heard of, and sometimes it led me to find some absolute shit. We've missed some things, haven't we, I think? I see. Okay, all coins get. Well, I think we're missing a green gem. Do we miss a green gem? We did! Okay, we need to go back and get the green gem. And then we do the speed run and the deathless run. Where was the other green gem? I'm certain we got that one, right? We must have gotten that one. Surely I'm not that dumb that I just... Wait, no, I think I didn't get this one, did I? I think I hit the switch and I never came back for the bloody gem. I'm dumb. Well, we got one at least. We'll find the other one, I'm sure. Let's see, if Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was 30 frames capped and it never shoots from that frame rate, I'd prefer it over the game sometimes hitting 60. Yes, definitely. Absolutely, yeah. I'm not a graphics snob by any means, honestly. Like, I'll be honest, I don't get the 60 frames hype. I've never played a game and gone, oh, you know what, this game would be so much better if it was in 60 frames per second. No, I couldn't tell you if this game's 60 or 30. It might be 60, I mean, it looks quite smooth, but I don't know if I'd be able to tell if it wasn't. As long as it's like 30, like, I've never played a game and gone like, oh man, this is like only 40 frames per second, terrible, unplayable. Like, no, who does that? Get over yourself. Like, obviously 60 frames per second would be the ideal, but if your game's designed for 30, it's fine that it's in 30. It's only a problem if your game's designed for 60 and it's not hitting 60, that's a different matter. Like, if your game can't maintain a frame rate, then you notice it. Thank you, different, but a bunch of people could very much prefer stable frame rate one over between 45 and 50. Exactly, yeah, you could, like, I might have been able to pick out difference between 30 and 60. Oh, there's the other one, yeah, we do get the other one. I wasn't about to start with this, and I'm really dumb. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be able to pick out 30 and 60 at a glance, but I imagine I would probably be able to tell the difference, if I was playing it in 60 and then it would randomly drop below 60. I think in general, like, your game being consistent in any regard should be like an important focus for all devs, like mechanically, graphically, frame rate, like... Consistency is very important in games. It's actually part of why... Oh shoot, it's part of why when it comes to tabletop games, I'm a rules lawyer. And I don't say that... I say that proudly. Because I know some people say the word rules lawyer as like a slur. No, it's not a bad thing. Because here's the thing, here's the way I look at it, right? Hey. When you sit down to play a game with someone else, a cooperative game or a competitive game, doesn't matter how you're playing it, you've agreed that you want to play a specific game, yeah? So, let's say that we're playing, I don't know, chess. I'm pretty sure everyone knows the rules of chess. Well, what if we sat down to play chess, and we were like 3 or 4 turns in, and I suddenly announce, oh, yeah, I'm going to move my queen over my units to go to your guy. And you go, well, hold on a second. That's not how chess is played. And I go, oh, I didn't realize you were going to be a rules lawyer about it. Well, no, that's not being a rules lawyer. That's how chess is played. That's just how chess works. Like, we've all agreed we like this game. The best way to have fun is to ensure we all know the rules and are using the rules in the same manner. Otherwise, we're not playing the same game. I think we get that Deathless there as well. Hey, D-Chan, welcome in, welcome. Oh, D-Chan, the Exodia arrived today. I was really surprised. I didn't... Every time I've had someone order something from phone for me, it's always taken, like, a week or two. It literally arrived, like, 2 days. It's right behind me here. I'm going to be building it, maybe even tomorrow, actually. I played 5 of them. Exactly, yeah. Exodia, yeah, Exodia, yeah. No one's ever been able to build him. Okay, we just speedrun this now, so a little bit of locking in, but not much. Yeah, I took a quick look at the runners and the parts list, and really pleased, almost no stickers. You'll love to see that. The only stickers are the eyes, which to be fair, that's kind of to be expected, and his beard, funnily enough. The fact of his beard as a sticker, but those stickers always a great sign. I had a great time with the Blue Eyes Dragon and White Dragon kit, and so I reckon the Exodia was going to be another great build. Thank you so much again for that. It was so kind of you, honestly. I was kind of blown away. Okay. We need to try and optimize our speed here. I think we can maybe make a jump. Can we make that? I'm not sure. But still not speed. The speed one kind of saves there. I wonder if we can just try it again until we make it. This bit feels so slow. There has to be a fast way of doing this, surely. Oops. Oh, no! Switch! Oh, let's go! Huge skip! Huge skip! Don't die now. Don't die now. We missed a cycle. Horrifying. Oh! I flubbed the jump! Dang it, it's so bad. It's fine, it's fine. We did it once, we can do it again. We'll do it better as well, so we won't mess up the box jump again. I can't even remember what we're talking about now. I'm all over the place tonight. We were talking about something before I got distracted by Exodia. Actually, speaking of Exodia, we probably will be doing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! On this channel a bit soon. Now that the, damn it. Now that the Evil Twin supports come out, I can actually go back and play that deck now. You know, now that it's been completely power crept out of the meta. It's kind of sad that Sprite is now like the starter deck that they give people for coming back to the game. Although I will be honest, I do think Sprite is a fantastic starter deck for people. Hey. It's like a modern Yu-Gi-Oh deck, but it's not really hard. It's kind of Babby's first combo deck. Let's go. Okay. I made the cycle this time. Actually better. Didn't make this cycle though. Grumble, grumble. But really, is it so fun? It really is. It's a very fun, easy to play deck. But it also is a deck that like kind of encourages you to kind of look into other options, you know? Like, you can just play Sprite, but like the fact it's so versatile, it kind of opens your eyes to, well, what if we played? We didn't get the better reward. We only got the basic reward. That wasn't fast enough. Oh damn. I have to look some more time saves. These people make it in a simple way. It's fine, especially since the point of stock deck should be to introduce you to how game works. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Okay, we need to look for some more skips we can do. I felt really big brain about that one skip, and that was apparently not good. There must be something we can skip with the block section, surely. That works. Kind of. Can we? Hey! There's a skip. Hey! Okay, let's go save us some time. Oh shoot. And then we die. I think we never get sprite support. I think it's unlikely, unfortunately, because although they're giving loads of support to like the other branded decks, like, sprite's kind of like a footnote in branded. I'd love it. I just don't think it's tremendously likely. Would however be extremely funny though if they did give us support in the form of like the sprites being angry at Kit for trapping them in spring. That would be really fun. Ah, damn, that's one damage boost. I must have been low enough. The only point is, if we do that skip, we miss the other skip, but I'm not sure which is more costly. Oh, shoot. Got the whole cycle, we did get a new kit. We did! I feel like the sprites are less marketable than kits. It is just Thunder Racism, unfortunately, but like, let's be honest, what's more marketable? Beings made of pure electricity, or cute pink-haired cat girl? Doesn't take an awful lot of figuring out, does it? Can't damage boost off you. Oh, I'm damage boost off you. Damn it. Can't damage boost off it. Yeah, this feels slower to me. Wait. Oh, I don't know. We died anyway. Yeah, I feel like that skip is maybe not worth. I don't know. It's hard to tell. We can do this skip though. Okay, we can definitely skip that. I just need to try better. To get fans who are wrong. We can make that, it's really tight, but I know we can do it, we've done it. But this point is next made by the cute girl. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing, like, that's not Sprite then, though, because the Sprites are the lightning guys, they're not the, Damn, I swear we did this before once. They're not the actual mechs. Yeah. Okay, we'll try doing that the slower way. Maybe I didn't do it, I just imagined it. We can do it! I didn't need the block there, did I? Okay, that kind of went a bit wrong. What if gigantic, but it's a big woman? I mean, I would not complain. There would be no complaining on my part. Have like a gigantic sprite, but it's actually sprite carrot. It's like called like massive sprite or something. It's just the exact same as gigantic sprite, but now it's a quick effect. Exact same text. Including the part where it knocks both players into level rank link 2s. Because every you get playoffs floodgates, right? Yeah, that might have been fast. I'm gonna grab this for safety. Give me a bit of a time to do that, but... Can I not reach? I can reach that. We should have a bit of time here. Oh, this cycle is miserable. Terrible cycle. There we go, how do we do? I feel like that wasn't too bad. Damn! I reckon we must be... I reckon we're probably like barely short. I reckon it's a 1 minute we need. Sprite support make more kit. I don't want sprite support. It is wild that there's like 3 different cards with kits specifically on. Like you've got Tri-Brigade kit, you've got Springer's kit, you've got the new kit whose name I don't even remember, you've got Death, you've got Bear Brun. Like, it's funny, you would think that the pink cat girl with huge tits would be the one that gets all the card armor, but no, it's the smaller one. Although they did give Fergie a second card, didn't they? They gave her like another Link card, I believe. Wait, let me do this. safety. Okay, I'm gonna jump because I missed that shot. That's gonna cost me time. And it does save your time at the checkpoint, so we can do a mild depth abuse there. No, I'll do it again. I'm pretty sure we need to do it in less than a minute. How's it not working? It does feel occasionally like the time is like ever so slightly inconsistent, just a little bit. Okay, there we go, that time it worked. Okay, not the worst cycle. Oh, I don't know if we're going to make it though. I think we might be on the same cycle we were on before. That might have been a minute. We'll see. Did we make it? Damn, we were sub a minute and it's still not good enough. Damn. Okay, this is a really tight one. I was assuming it was going to be a minute, but no, I guess it's less. Alright, we're going to shave even more time off somehow.
Hey!
I still feel like it's possible to do that, you know?
How?
But yeah, there has to be another shortcut that we're just missing somewhere.
Hey!
Or some other small... Like, I feel like this is doable in one jump. Like, I feel like I've done this before. Like, the only other place I can think of where we're losing time. Unless... There's no shot we can do this, is there? Wait, what if we jump off the fly? Hold on. Science is happening. Hey, boy, welcome in, welcome, I'm doing well. Okay, what if we jump off the fly and use that boost to try and... Yeah, no, that was actually... We got them at the very end there. Maybe? If we can do this, it'll be a huge time save. Oh, so close. I'm gonna try again. And it feels like it could be doable. Definitely not what we're meant to do, but if it gets us there... Oh, too early. It's only done if it doesn't work. Oh, it was red there! I could see it there! The timing is all it is. I wonder if I could use the air time to coax a fly a little bit closer. Let's go! Let's fucking go! Enormous time save. Okay, we should have like 20 seconds of our previous hit. This has to be it. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. We got our checkpoint. How did that not work? How did that not work? It was red! It was red! My only complaint about this game is that the tongue cursor... Look at that! That was two red ones that bonked on nothing. The cursor should not lie to you. That's my only complaint about this game. From a purely mechanical standpoint. Okay, fine, that kind of works. Good cycle. Oh, we're gonna smash the time this time. Look at that! Look at that! Not even close to a minute. That was a huge time save. Okay, good. I was gonna say, if that did not count, I was gonna actually shit. Alright, now we need to do it, Oh, we did it deathless, didn't we? I think? Hold on. We got all the things. We've got all the things. We got 10 for 10. Oh! Is this Jake and his snake again? 1 second. I like how it says time goal 2 minutes 04. I guess it's only for the basic level. Helm Knight jumps on flies. Alright, Jake, let's see what you and your snake are up to now. We learned our lesson last time, which is that we can just go back and get all the goodies after the race. Assuming it is a race, he's not just going to try and, beat the shit out of us instead. Another 20 minutes in the game? How don't work. So there's... Let me show on pause. It doesn't show on pause. So there's different collectibles in this game for different objectives. So there's one for getting all the coins, one for completing the stage without dying, one for finding the 2 big green emeralds, and one for getting the obsidian skull. And then there's 2 different time trial ones for different times. You again. Of course, I'm still 1000% set on getting all of this treasure. And this time, I'll win our little race. I've trained hard. Last met like 2 hours ago. I'm not even here for the treasure. See you at the finish line, frog girl. Why do you say like it's a slur? My name's Renata. Renata! Okay. Well, I see an obvious time save here. Oh, okay, well, he also saw the time save.
Hey!
Okay, I guess he has improved a little bit. Oh, shoot. Oh well, we're fine. Oh, we can checkpoint. Good. Oh, I can do it for the, these thingy-jigs. Yeah, so there's basically just 2 time trials to worry about. And we're trying to go for everything. Skip.
Hey!
A little bit cheeky that you can do contact damage, not gonna lie. Oh, I didn't realize that we could target those. Boosh! Oh, it bounces back! Shoot! Okay, don't grab that.
Hey! Hey!
It's fine, it's fine. Only HP the as the last one, right? I have no idea where we are in relation to him. Oh gosh. I wasn't quite prepared for that. I'm just gonna keep moving forward and hope that's good enough. Oh, we're right here. Oh, you were cracked this time, Jake. Damn, you're good, frog girl. You can keep this one, but next time it's all gonna go my way. Also, can you turn on the gravity, please? I seem to be frozen in midair. And we did it. Jake has been defeated. Before we actually finish, we're going to go and grab all the shinies. Frostbite, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome. I'm going to go into next. Very, very considerate of the game to actually allow you to go back to get the shinies, rather than force you to race him and get the shinies. Unfortunate news though, while I was tidying up, I found a copy of the best game ever. And unfortunately, it was missing a significant number of pieces and was therefore worthless. I've actually never played Hero Quest, but I have been told it is in fact the best game ever. A man with a big beard said so, so it must be true. Men with big beards are always wise and intelligent, that's how it works. Thank you, Arizona! Welcome in, welcome, welcome! You're doing well. I swear he was grappling to the center of these, and we don't seem to be able to do that. Oh, nailed it. I'm really good at video games. There we go. Skull obtained. Are you enjoying Amphibian Magnum so far? I am! It's a fun game! I love these kind of just platform games, honestly. I mean, we've done loads of them here on the channel. We've done, we did Crash Bandicoot, the right. We did Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. We actually did that one twice. Oh, we got to do it again. God damn it. We did that one twice, because I enjoyed it so much. We've done, Spyro, 100% Trilogy. We did... Okay, that was me just not jumping in time. We did Tasmanian Tiger. Obviously, we got this one. We got the whole Mega Man collection, which Mega Man Zero is on the docket at some point. Don't know when, but I am going to try my luck with Mega Man Zero, and I'm probably going to die horrifically during it. Oh, couldn't extend long enough. Hero Quest stream when? I don't even know how Hero Quest plays. I've never actually played it. My copy of Hero Quest I got at like a yard sale years and years ago, and I never got around to playing it. Probably for a good thing too, because I'd have been annoyed if I tried to play it, only to discover that it was unplayable due to missing elements. That would have been really annoying. Okay, let's actually checkpoint after we get the skull this time, so if I've got to do it again. Yeah, this music actually kind of sounds a little bit... It sounds like it could be in Tasmanian Tiger somehow.
Hey!
The combination like banjo and electric guitar seems very on brand for that game. Toontown and Club Ping. Oh my gosh, Toontown and Club Ping. I never played either of those, funnily enough. I always wanted to play Toontown. Gosh, I'm going back years and years now. I had a magazine that I don't know where it came from. And it was just like a magazine full of like reviews of PC games. Now, this was during the time when my PC was absolutely not capable of playing any games. It was terrible. And I remember reading a review of Toontown thinking, this sounds cool as hell, I want to play this. And then I found out it had a subscription, so I couldn't play it. I don't know if you can still play Toontown or not. I think there might be like private service for it or something. A lot of MMOs seem to get those these days. One game that I did play though, gosh, this game was an awful game. I'm sure if you were there on the ground floor for it, you'd have enjoyed it, but I did spend like a little bit of time with a game called The Realm Online. If you've never played The Realm Online, rest assured you are missing out on nothing of value. But all I need to say about The Realm Online is Google images of The Realm Online. It's as bad as it looks. Even at the time, it didn't look great. But you want to play FF11 since 2008, but not getting the chance till 2011 because of stuff. Yeah, FF11 was the first game I did play that had a subscription model. Lord Helm. Funny enough, so I don't know if this is if this is actually the case, but the language used in FF11 at the time to describe the subscription model stated that you required a credit card. Not a debit card, a credit card. Over here, credit cards exist, but they're significantly less common than they are in America, whereas by comparison, almost everyone has a debit card. And for a while, like, neither Lord nor Lady Helm had a credit card because we didn't need one. But at some point, Lord Helm acquired... I went all the way back here, goddammit. Acquired a credit card, something to do with his work. So I was able to use that. I assume that you probably can use a debit card these days, I would imagine, but... It's kind of funny to think that they explicitly required a credit card at the time. Okay, we haven't got to do all the side bits of this because we keep the coins. Well, we are missing an emerald still. So we did all this part. We can ignore all these on the side here.
Hey!
Pretty sure we broke all this. Things we did. Yeah, when it came to MMOs, I always loved the idea of them. But the only MMO that I ever clicked with is, you say it with me, the critically acclaimed MMORPG, Final Fantasy XIV, with an unlimited free trial to level 17, including the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning expansions everyone's won some, but no limitations on playtime. That's the only one I ever clicked with, and funnily enough, I actually, literally, like, this week just cancelled my subscription for it. Just because I was kind of bored of it. Like, I still think overall it is a good product and a good game, but, spend 10 years playing anything, you're gonna get bored of it eventually if it keeps doing the same thing over and over again. I'm a curious set of blocks over there. How did I get there? Ah! No wait, that's a return lever. That's how we get back, so how do we get over there? I don't get to remember all of Age of My Time was Roots of a Maple Story. Oh, Maple Story I played a bit of. Not much. probably like a few hours off, but I did play a bit of MapleStory. Okay, so we're clearly missing something here. So these are green blocks. Did we see a green switch anywhere? Since I told Maple Mabinogi, or I know some people who did absolutely like lose their lives to. Well, any MMO, name any MMO, someone has spent far more time on it than you would ever imagine. I'm gonna backtrack in case we missed a path or something. The one that I never got personally, and I know someone that I don't know if they still play, but they certainly used to play, and that was EVE Online. Don't get that game at all. Not for me. Like, I know a lot of people who joke about the idea of MMOs being a second job that you have to pay for. But, like, I'm pretty sure EVE Online is, like, explicitly a oh, there was the green switch. Pretty sure EVE Online, like, explicitly is just a second job you have to pay for. I've never heard anyone say, like, they have fun playing EVE Online. I'm sure they exist. I'm sure they presumably must, right? Like, no one would keep playing if they weren't having fun on some level. But I've never heard anyone talk about EVE Online in positive terms. Like, you know, like sometimes when like people finish a game or get bored of a game, quit a game, you know, sometimes they might talk about it and like have some fun stories of like things they did and talk about it in that sort of, you know, fondness. Like, you know, maybe I'd go back one day, I did have a good time with X, Y, and Z, but, you know, I don't know. I've never heard anyone have that with Eve. Like, everyone I've talked to who's quit Eve seems to be like, yeah, no, but don't play Eve. And even the people I know that do actively play it, or person I should say who actively plays it, is still very much like, yeah, I get why you probably don't, this probably is not going to be your thing. Right, we got the skull, got the emeralds, got the coins, got the notes, speedrun and deathless, which we can do both at the same time, hopefully. I guess we know that Jake is a pushover for this particular race. Okay.
Hey!
Rude. I don't know how he does that. We can't seem to do that. Oh, shit!
How?
I was expecting to go to the wall, not the floor. You know what would actually unironically be like, okay, I don't know if this would even be remotely feasible to implement something like this into a video game, but you know what would make this game, like, in theory, way better? Eye tracking. Like, imagine if the game was tracking your eyes and could use that to, like, aim the gun for you, so you can move while looking somewhere else. I'm kind of surprised that there's not been a game that's done something like that. I guess eye tracking setups are probably quite difficult to set up. We got a better cycle this time, you can't eat it slower. And drink, sploosh. Gotta grab the mushrooms because they will slow you down.
Hey!
I should be cooking that more. Go faster. Yeah, grapple is faster than walk. Time save. Who needs cycles? I'll make my own cycles. Where we're going, we don't need cycles. Okay. There we go. I felt okay, but I feel like it could be better. Gosh, I gave me the eye tracking. Hey! First time. First time every time. That is it. It wasn't quite eye tracking, but I remember... What was that game called? Was it Lollipop Chainsaw? I think it was that game. Had an achievement that you got, and the only way you could get the achievement was by angling the camera up the main character's skirt. Let's stick with the fog hat. We're always sticking with the fog hat. Boss time! That was the one game you loved too. We're gonna have to narrow that down a lot more. I like a lot of games. Oh, the worst game, yeah. A terrible game. So close yet so far. If only there was a way to make climbing this wall easier. Are you hinting that there might be like a power-up or something? I mean, I can just climb this. I don't think that was the intended solution, but it worked. Oh, wait, that's the boss? Oh. Oh. Speedrun time? Ah, gotcha! A day again! And the crowd goes wild! What is going on? That dum-dum of trickery let yet another intruder pass by, so the boss naturally asked me to solve the situation. And I'll solve it in style. Get ready to burn some calories, little chump. Burn some calories, that's not much of a threat. Oh gosh, he's zoomy. Oh god, he's got the zoomies.
Hey!
Okay, he does do combat damage. Fish! Ah, I can extend my jump! My god, I wasn't expecting ants to come out with Tutsmax and Bukyak. Has there ever been an insect fighting game? I feel like that would be a cool idea. I know there's like the undersea one with like a lobster and like fish. I feel like insects are kind of underused in the fighting game sphere. I think something that counted. I think it counted. Bye! Turns out the DVD screensaver is not always a particularly effective attack pattern.
Hey!
Oh no, we missed it! Shit! Oh, we're gonna do the whole cycle again now! Ah, so miserable. Damn it! Oh, I hope that doesn't cost us a speedrun. This guy's taking a long freaking time for his attack windows. And that was with us doing a little skip to get here quickly. Ah, we died. Damn. Well, that's fine. We don't get the deathless, but we can maybe get the speedrun at least. Oh, it's he's a Sasuke. Oh my god, he is. Oops. Although he's not as cute as Sasuke. Sasuke has like the cutest anime voice ever. Just goes ah. He's just Gura. Just goes ah. You okay for that, buddy? Okay. Man, this guy's got a really long attack pattern. I wonder if there's something we can do to, like, provoke him to get the fish earlier or something. As it is, it feels like he's taking a hot minute. But then again, if he is deliberately like a slow boss, then they presumably have accounted for that with speedrun, right? Not quite sure what happened there, but we'll take it. You deploy the fish? No, that's not fish. I want fish. I want to teach the fish to synchro summon, except I don't. I don't really know how to synchro summon. There's a fish. Deploy. Blind goatee. You dead yet? Hey, dead. Okay, well, that was way quicker than the last attempt in any case, so... Yeah, we got a death. We didn't get the time. We only got the low time. I'm gonna go forward, purely cause last time we beat a boss. Wait. Hold up. Why can't we go further? Oh wait, this is the next one. Sorry. Max health. Okay. That's what I wanted to check, because last time we got a health up, I wanted to see whether or not we were going to get something different, like a jump or something, but guess not. Alright, back in we go. Let's try and actually get everything this time. That wasn't good enough either. Like, we need to do faster than that. And that was with us skipping to get into the boss earlier than presumably intended. Excuse me, I'm not tired, you're tired. On me. As I said, I had a couple of just nights of not getting good sleep, unfortunately. Kinda glad that I'm not gonna be doing... Not that I don't enjoy streaming, but I'm kinda glad I'm not gonna be streaming on Saturday just because I need a rest. Friday I'm always kind of busy with my game dev thing. My board game. Oh no! That's fine.
Ow.
We lose our deathless run, but it's fine. I'm guessing that's what they expect you to hit to get up. Yeah, that brings the book over there. So I need the first emerald. That was lucky. Okay, where's the second emerald then? Oh, I just saw it. Behind there. Okay, emeralds get. We're not going to do it fast enough here, it's not going to be quick enough whatever we do. But at least we get most of our rewards for this one. I guess I can think of how we could have done it faster on the first attempt. We did kind of do a little bit more around the houses than we needed to. Sasuke and Masquerain are like another Pokemon that would be like ideal candidates for like getting a Mega Evolution. Or like a... Actually wait, did they do a Mega Masquerain? Am I making that up? Did they do Mega Masquerain or did I invent that? Like it would be a great candidate for one. No, damn. Game Freak were like, yeah, we could make a Mega Evolution for a Pokemon that kind of needs it. But we could also just make like a second Mega Lucario. Lucario is famously a Pokemon that's very underrepresented and no one ever plays it unless they have to. I mean, you know, it's such an uncommon Pokemon, like, you know, they put it in Smash Bros. I mean, does anyone even play Smash Bros? Who's even heard of that game? Give it a Mega, make it Bug Water, please. Is the Mega... Wait, is Masquerain not even Bug Water? Was it Bug Flying? Bug Flying? Wow. Pathetic. Where's the fish? There's no fish!
Hey!
There's no fish! Game! Provide fish! I require fish! They make it... And yet they make it learn Hydro Pump natively. Oh, hell yes! Hell yeah! Nothing like non-stab Hydro Pump! Excellent!
Hey!
You know what? Oh, okay, that's fine. You know what every Pokemon actually really needs is like non-stab, 70% accurate moves. Those are always famously extremely good. This is kind of devolving to us like dunking on Pokemon again. It's a bit of a recurring theme in the streams, as of like. I'm just saying. In Time Stranger, you can make any Digimon good. You can't really make Masquerain good. Or Tropius good. Or... Well, I was gonna say Onyx. I guess Steelix exists, but I mean, Steelix is still not great.
Hey!
Oh, come on, I just want my fish! Provide fish! Oh, we fought it too early, so it didn't count. Ah! Damn it. Not gonna lie, the boss fights in this game, a little bit shit. A little bit shit. Here's a fun question. What do you use as a true mascot of Farm and Sea? Moogle, Cactuar, Chocobo, or Blackleaf? Definitely Chocobo. Definitely Chocobo. I mean, Chocobo had a spin-off series about him, you know? It's kind of hard to argue that Chocobo isn't a mascot at that point. Well, funnily enough, FF14 doesn't really have much of Chocobos or Moogles. Like, in the base game there was. Base game ARR, there's like an entire boss fight who is a Moogle. There is like, you know, you get your Chocobo and whatnot, but like, you don't really see like much other Chocobos beyond like the first expansion. And I'm pretty sure there's like no Moogles after the first expansion actually, now I say out loud. And yet, there is a billion Cactuar. I think every expansion of FF14, except, I think, Stormblood, has like its own version of a Cactuar. Yeah, Heavensward has more code, but beyond Heavensward, like, I don't think there's any Moogles in Stormblood. I don't think there's any in Shadowbringers. Okay, we got the skull, we got the eyes, got the coins. We need to go faster and we need to not die. Chocobo would be fine after running from Chocometers. Well, funnily enough, there is actually a Chocobo enemy that appears in one of the raids. In the Rabanasta raid.
How?
Right. In the Rabanasta raid series, the Chocobo appears. I don't know if that counts as not dying. Let me restart. The Chocobo appears as an enemy that drops a Choco Meteor, and that's about it. Oh, you know what? Actually, I tell a lie. A Chocobo does appear in Stormblood, because to unlock that raid, you have to actually fight said Chocobo. Which is the ones that... Oh, there's ones in Eureka? Oh, okay, fair enough. I try to spend as little time as physically possible in Eureka, because I found it the most boring non-content in the entire game. I am Eureka's strongest hater. The only thing that I enjoyed about Eureka is that there's a fun story that me and my friends have after one of our friends just got repeatedly bodied by a Leshy in Eureka. And that's not like a running joke in our group. That's the only fond memories I have of Eureka. Everything else about Eureka is a tedious, boring chore. And the weapons aren't even good. The weapons don't even look good. They look kind of shit.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Oh, okay, you can just grapple to the tornadoes. Man, don't want to do that, but you can. Oh, it's Boss Jam. Boss Jam's a red strike mini boss on the game when was fair. Boss Jam was a little bit better, but I still hated it. I don't know what they call like field operations or something they call that content. I just really don't find it fun. I think FF14's at its best when it's doing boss fights, and at its worst when it's doing fates. Like, fates are just such boring non-content. Sparksmaker, thank you for the raid! Welcome in, welcome, welcome! Let me give you a shout out, don't mind the game. It doesn't like to be alt-tabbed, it's very fussy like that. Welcome in! Hey there. Sparks forgot the semicolon again. Welcome in, I'm Helm-Chan, the perfectly normal robot maid. We're here tonight playing some Frogun. Hope you're having a wonderful evening tonight. Welcome, welcome. If you had Sparks must have you had your own stream, so you're not tired and thirsty and whatnot. So if you need to go and rate and I don't understand, but for the rest of you, hope you enjoy your time while you're here. Oh, damn it, we died. That's fine. This will be the speed run rather than the deathless run then. We do all kinds of things here on the channel. We do a lot of platformers, RPGs, and a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh as well. If you enjoy that sort of thing, you might enjoy yourself here. We're just trying to get through this guy with a speed run because this guy's infuriatingly slow. This guy's pattern takes forever before it becomes vulnerable. It's kind of annoying. This game is great. The boss is not so much. There's a thought. Can you guys think of any, like, actually really good platform game bosses? Like, when I think of platform game bosses, by and large, they're fine. I don't know that I've ever been excited to replay a platform game boss though. Did you run away and all that? Be quite like, yeah, of course, yeah, enjoy dinner. Thank you for the raid, I really appreciate it. Thank you for bringing Pretty over. You drop a fish now? No fish. No fish. I do enjoy that this guy just spins, like, he's not animated differently, they just rotate the model. That's fun. I think we're doing good time-wise. We've already died, so we'll go through it one more time at minimum. Oh god, thank you for the follow! Thanks so much! I can't remember the last platform I played. Really? I mean, that's fair. Unfortunately, platformers are a bit of a dying art, I'd say, these days. Oh, thank you for the follow as well, Bother Stuff. Thanks so much. Silksong if it counts? I don't know if Silksong counts, purely because I think Silksong is like a game that is far more... It's more combat-oriented, isn't it? It's more of like... It's a Metroidvania, is my understanding. I've not actually played it myself. When I think platform, I'm thinking like Crash Bandicoot, Mario, Spyro... Actually, Spyro has some really bad bosses now I say it out loud. Okay, one more run, no dying, and that's all we need to do. We can take it slow, we ain't gonna rush, just gotta die.
Hey!
That's fine, damage is fine, we just can't die. Wait, how do we... Oh, yeah, full heal at the checkpoint, right. Okay, skip. I said skip. I do kind of appreciate that they make you watch him wink at the camera before you can skip it. It's kind of funny. Funnily enough, actually, when we were playing RZ and the Jewel of Faramore a while back, there's a scene in that game where a character upgrades your weapon and he spends like several minutes just hammering it on the anvil, one hammer blow at a time. And I joked when we were playing that it'd be really funny if you couldn't skip that cutscene. Turns out you cannot skip that cutscene. It is the only cutscene in that game you can in fact not skip. Honestly, beast mode. I love it. 30,000 like comment, but honestly, 2,000 people with couple. Yeah, like, I'm genuinely curious. Like, when I think of platformer games, generally speaking, the bosses are like the worst part for me. Like, I can think of some that are just, like, inoffensive, like, they're quick and easy, I don't mind having to deal with them, but, like, I'd never... Oh, for fuck's sake. I'd never choose to rematch them, you know? Like, again, Crash Bandicoot, like, the Ripperoo fight, that's fine, it's serviceable, it's okay. I'm never excited about fighting Ripperoo, though, it's not a very fun encounter. And similarly this guy, I'm going to throw around and fight this guy one more time. because of how long it takes to get vulnerable, though. Could you stop spinning? Oh, fish. Okay, fish deployed. Fish acquired. Fish deployed. I think he's in his last hit. Come on. Give me fish. I just require fish. I can't even remember what the first boss of this game was. Was it like a bee or something? It's only been a week and I've already forgotten. Fish. Fished. There we go. Why isn't it? Wait. We already had the diamonds, right? We did get the diamonds. Hold on. Okay, we got the diamonds. Okay. I was freaking out for a second there because we didn't get the diamond time that time. It wasn't tracking total progress, just that progress. Okay, good. Pushy hallway. This motif again reminds me. This is very Crash Bandicoot 1, the Dark Temple levels. Is it Jaws of Darkness and I forget what the other one is called. Oh, excuse me. I swear I'm not that tired. I actually didn't sleep. I know I said I slept badly. I slept worse the other day and I was feeling better than I was today. Anticipations and then moving wall traps. Classic. The question is, do we move with these? I'm going to gamble on probably no. Not guessing it. When do you think they'll give Crash, or at least Crash Racing, another shot? There was a rumour that they were working on some other Crash Bandicoot game. I can't remember what spurred it on. Honestly, unfortunately, I hate this answer, even though I think it's the correct one. I think we'd be lucky if we see it this console generation. And I really hate that that's the answer I have to give. Because it kind of looks back to our earlier conversation about games getting too big and needing to make too much money. I don't know how much money Crash Bandicoot made for Activision Blizzard, but I guarantee you, however much it was, they were hoping for more. The number doesn't matter. It could have been any number. It could have been a more $1 billion. But I guarantee you they wanted more than a more $1 billion for it to be profitable. Especially with Crash 4 like being kind of mid. And it's a shame because Crash Team Racing is still, in my opinion, hands down the best kart racer ever made. I will die on that hill. I will. The only kart racer you could maybe argue that I wouldn't fight you on a little bit is Diddy Kong Racing. That one's also really good. But I still don't think Diddy Kong Racing was as good as Crash. Oh, right, don't jump off ramps. And of course this game is just theoretically like halfway if you go buy an Xbox or PS5. Yeah, it's crazy, like, it feels like the PS5 and Xbox are still really new, because there's like no fucking games on them. Which isn't even true, there are games on them. It's just that 90% of games these days are multi-plats, because why would you bother making a console exclusive in the year of our Lord 2026? Like, why would you bother doing that? Who's that for? Like, honestly, for as funny as it was, the console wars, like, objectively, it's a great thing for the consumer that basically nothing of any value is exclusive anymore. I also remember Beetle Adventure Racing for N64, where all the cars are Volkswagen Beetles. I've never played it, but I do remember it. Never played that one, though. again, though, that's like the kind of game that would never get made today either. Like, you gotta think, like, who would greenlight a game like that? Only, like, the most indie of indie games would put out a game like that these days. There's no way to get a physical release, that's for sure. Especially not on a cartridge-based game. Oh, shit.
Oh.
I'm assuming that cartridges are still expensive, I have no idea. All I know is that, like, Nintendo cartridge games used to be a lot more expensive to make because of the cartridges. Various brands has product advertising and games these days. That's true, actually. It's true. And, like, there's a part of me that's like, I kind of miss it, just a little bit. Like, don't get it wrong, like, a lot of them were, like, absolute garbage penis games. But there was some real fun jank that came out of them, you know? Like, obviously the answer here is Pepsi Man. That's, like, the obvious one. But, like, you also have stuff like Cool Spot. Who remembers Cool Spot? You guys remember that game? I had that on the Master System. And I did not even know, as a child, that it was a licensed game. Because it was not really that overt about it a lot of the time. If you're unfamiliar with Cool Spot, the whole premise is that the character you play as, yeah, he is the spot in the 7-Up logo. Oh shit, that's the whole gimmick.
Oh.
And it's just a regular platform where you just run around collecting dots and fighting enemies, and I don't remember much about it because I wasn't very good at it. All I remember was that the first level was like set on a beach level, and he was like really tiny, where he was so small he would fit in like a soda bottle. A 7-Up soda bottle available at all good beverages retailers now. I'm not a big 7-Up enjoyer. It's fine. If I'm gonna get like a lemon or lime soda low, I'm Mountain Dew. Although generally speaking, if you give me a choice of a soda, it's Pepsi Max 99 times out of 100. No, maybe not 99, but like 90 times out of 100 it's Pepsi Max if you give me the choice. And the other 10% is probably Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna get these guys out of the way. Sure, that works. Oh, okay. You know what, I just realized I'm trying to kill these guys. I don't even know if I have to kill these guys. I don't know if they drop coins.
How?
And this Pepsi Blue. We had that over here for like 2 months, if even. And, well actually, I say we had that. I'm assuming the one that we had was the same one you're describing. We had a product sold over here, I think it was last year, called Pepsi Electric Blue. And I tried it once and it was bloody disgusting. It's pretty rare that a soda is so bad I can't finish it, but that one managed it. I don't remember what it tasted of, I just remember it being like a really strong, like sickly sweet citrusy flavour. I'm gonna just ignore them and assume we don't need it for the coins. Let's see if that works out for me. Oh shit!
Oh.
It's more like Mountain Dew Code Blue, so maybe not that. I've never had that either, so I don't know. The only Mountain Dew flavour we get over here in England, unfortunately, is original. I don't even think we have Baja Blast. I stress think, because I've never actually been to Taco Bell. I've had Taco Bell, but I've always ordered it in, because the nearest Taco Bell's a little bit of a trek away. No Code Red? No, nothing. Just vanilla. Well, not vanilla, but you know, regular Mountain Dew. That's all we get over here. Oops.
How?
Went to America and tried their code. Oh, that was a struggle. Is American colour different? I know that a lot of Americans like to read about Mexican cola. I don't know what the difference is. What is the difference? Is it just like... Oh, wait, hold on. I bet I know what it is. Hold on. I bet I know what it is. It's America, right? So do they use like high fructose corn syrup in their cola by default? Is that the idea? It's called a fucking corn. Of course it's corn syrup. It's always corn syrup. everything in America is just corn syrup. Mexican soda uses real cane sugar. Oh, okay. I don't think we use cane sugar per se, but we do have sugar in ours. Although I say we have sugar in ours, I don't. I actually don't have regular cola. I always get diet cola. It's the only one I like. Even then, I'm not a big fan of like Diet Coke that much, to be honest. I don't move fast, Renata. Okay. I don't like when the floor just goes away. Not many people do. Yeah, given the choice, like I will drink Diet Coke if it's all that's available, but if you are giving me the choice in the matter, I will never choose Diet Coke. We have a third version over here that is absolutely vile. I don't know anyone that drinks this. Does America have a product called Coke Zero? It's sold in like a black labeled bottle. It's bloody disgusting. It sucks, exactly, it's awful. It's way too sweet.
Hey!
Oh, that's the actual end. Hold on, we don't want to finish the stage. Yeah, I can't stand... Coke Zero, Coke, I don't like that much. Like, regular Coke, regular full-fat sugared Coke, I can't drink. And Coke Zero, to me, just tastes like a worse version of that. I want a timer, okay. I'm assuming that resets the timer. I think we missed something on the way in. Black and red, that's the one, yeah, black and red. Yeah, vile stuff. I don't know anyone who likes that. I've never met anyone who goes, oh yes, Coke Zero, my favourite. Someone presumably must, like, someone must drink it, otherwise they wouldn't, sell it, but I don't know what particular flavour of sociopath you have to be to enjoy that. I'm not gonna risk this. I could get myself killed here. Let's do the patient route. And, oh, yeah, Pepsi Max is the best. Pepsi Max is the best cola soda. Hands down, not even close. Like, I can sit and guzzle Pepsi Max all day long. Funnily enough, Tesco, our supermarket, sells their own brand of cola. They have this brand they call... I have no idea how you're meant to pronounce it. I call it Zero Cola, but they spell the word zero with an X. I guess because it's like extreme or something. And that's okay. It's not great. I wouldn't, choose it over, a better soda, but I would choose it over freaking Coke Zero any day of the week. Oops. Oh, we're down at when you couldn't drink too much sugar. Like Dr. Pepper. Oh yeah, Dr. Pepper is really good. If we're talking non-cola sodas, Dr. Pepper is my favourite one of those for sure. They used to sell, and apparently they still do in America, sell a Soda Stream flavour syrup for their own brand of Dr. Pepper. It's called Dr. Pete. Oh, that went the wrong way there, shoot. I used to really like that stuff. I used to make slashes out of that. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, it's been discontinued in the UK for some reason. God knows why. Yeah, we're not making amazing time here, but let's see what we can do. Oh.
How?
Anyone here likes Sparks, or A&W root beer? I've actually never tried root beer. I have no idea what root beer tastes like. I just kind of assumed I wouldn't like it, but I've got no evidence for that whatsoever. I've never tried it. I just kind of assume I wouldn't like it because I'm such a fussy eater, but for all I know, I could like it. I have no idea. I'll tell you one drink that I definitely don't like, though. And this is one of those drinks that if you've never heard it before, does sound made up.
Oh.
And that's dandelion and burdock. And yes, that is dandelion as in the plant, as in the thing that you blow all the seeds and they fly away on. That is literally what it's made from. I'm not sure what kind of freak decided to make a drink out of that, but it's a common thing to find. Well, I say common, not that common, but you won't struggle to find it over here if you're looking for it. I don't know why you want to go looking for it though, it's vile.
How?
Why did it not stick to the wall? Rubies always come out licorice. Oh, if it's like licorice, I definitely wouldn't like it then. Ugh, can't stand licorice. I feel like we haven't done like any skips here, which makes me feel like we're making really bad time. Why again? Why does it just bounce sometimes? That really is like my biggest gripe with this game, that the tongue seems occasionally inconsistently trying to go like across diagonals. I guess there must be like a certain angle you have to approach it for it to count, but that's probably not good enough, right? Yeah, not good enough. We need to do better. It was just so weird. So I was a kid, but now I can't stand the taste. I don't think I ever liked it. They actually sell a product over here called a licorice fountain. And it's basically just a tube of...
How?
Okay. It's basically just a tube of we would call sherbet, basically just sugar and citric acid, with like a single piece of licorice in it. Dang it. With the idea being that you're meant to like lick the licorice, which is a weirdly hard sentence to say out loud, and then dunk it into the sherbet, and that's how you're meant to eat it.
Hey!
I would buy it and just eat the sherbet on its own. Damn it.
How?
I hate that this... Hold on a second. That wall, I bet we can do a skip off of the spider to save that cycle. Nope, no we cannot. In fact, we just lost time. Brilliant. That kind of worked. Alright, this is the wrong way. Alright, so this platform. You know, I want to jump off. Reset the timer. That was just looked at my only like because I kept eating it, but I think he just likes to see me pull funny faces. I think part of it is I think you can acquire a taste for things. Like, I know a lot of people say that of like alcohol. Like, oh, no one likes alcohol when they first start drinking, you've got to acquire a taste for it. Well, I know personally, I call kind of bullshit on that logic insofar as why would I want to eat something that I don't like so that I can enjoy it when I can just keep eating things I do like, you know? That's how I think of it. Like, I don't like alcohol. It tastes like shit. I'm not gonna keep drinking it so that I can grow to like it when I can just go and buy something that I already like. Like, there's a difference between having the difference equals bad reaction and just realizing, no, this just tastes like arse. Oh, shoot.
How?
Walked off there. The different equals bad reaction is real. Like, I have that a lot myself. It's something I'm trying to get better at not suffering from. Shoot. Oh, this is Cyclone as well. I think we might be like minimally faster here. Barely, if even. Fly jump scare. Yeah, that wasn't good enough. I feel like we need to find some better skips. Okay, you know what? Let's take this one. We're gonna take this one slow. We're doing this as a research run to see where we might be able to shave off some time. Give us some corners we can cut.
Hey!
I mean, getting here correctly rather than going the wrong way would help, of course, but not a huge, not really a skip, is it? Just kind of a efficiency. Oh, we can do this skip! That saves us a bit of time. That'll work. The man thank you for the raid! Welcome in, raiders! I'm Helm-Chan, the perfectly normal robot maid! Let me give you a shout out. Don't mind the game. It doesn't like to be alt-tabbed. It's fussy. Past its bedtime. Thank you for the raid, I appreciate it! Welcome, welcome! And a great evening yourself. If you need to raid and tip, of course, you find your stream, you're no doubt tired and such. I totally understand, but if you'd like to stay around, we'd love to have you. We're just doing a little bit of a test run to see where we can get some skips. We haven't found many, actually. I was only for one skip we've found so far. I guess we can go a bit faster here if we get a good cycle, but... I think that was Deathless. This is Super Mario Frogun. It's called Frogun. It's a little bit Mario. It's a game where you've got a grappling gun. And we're trying to go fast, because we're currently doing a time trial for this particular level. I'd love to get that on one cycle, like get up there right away. Ah!
Hey!
Cycled! Okay, hold on. We can do that in one cycle. I knew that spine had to be there for a reason. Perfect! Nailed it.
Hey!
Go straight, don't go that way. Cycle, please. Thank you. Okay, let's not take the trick here. There we go. Oh, and the cycle. Wonderful. Love to see it. Big time save. I don't actually know if that air... I don't know if that air delay is actually strictly necessary. It's hard to tell. Sometimes it feels like extending the jump with the tongue, like the duration, it gets us further, and sometimes it feels like it doesn't. It's kind of hard to tell. There has to be a way to get around that.
How?
You know what? I'm actually going to restart the level, because the cycles reset when you die. And I think we're on a bad cycle there when we die. Too slow.
How?
I think we just need to be a bit better. There we go. Perfect. Come down! Thank you. Yeah, we're on a different cycle here, you see. And now the walls are in on a good cycle for us. Yeah, not dying is actually a time set. No! Shoot, it's fine. It's fine. We can do a deathless run. It's fine. But that definitely saved us a lot of time, not having to sit around and wait for the walls. That was an extra tongue that we didn't need, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, that cycle is so slow. I wonder if that cycle is fast if we do die there. Okay, new theory. Let's try dying after the first checkpoint. On purpose. Okay, but we can also die before the first checkpoint, that also works. Should have grappled there. Okay, die on purpose, reset the cycles. Now it's coming down a little bit quicker. There's a little bit of time. Still made it. And these are still on a good cycle. Or a good enough cycle, I suppose. fine. It's fine, we just damage boost. It's all good, it's all good. I think we're ahead of where we were before. I don't know how else we can save time. Damn it! Ah, shoot. Did we checkpoint there? We checkpoint here. This is fine, actually, we can go from here. Okay, well, we'll die here on purpose. Just like I wanted to play 3D platforms, 2D more to max. 3D platforms are games that I do generally enjoy, so I don't generally mind 100%ing them. I think the only 3D platformers that I've ever really disliked 100%ing were Crash 4, because that game is miserable to 100%. Tiger Tasmanian Tiger 2 and 3. I never even attempted with 3. 2 is just kind of annoying, because some of the things they expect you to do to 100% that game include finding some guys that are basically invisible. Essentially, one of the collectibles in that game is a series of guys who are... Okay, cool.
How?
A series of guys who are camouflaged. And they're in disguise as, friendly units. And what you have to do is you need to use a special, specific item to examine them, which will reveal them as being disguised. And the game does tell you how many of these guys there are, but does not do a lot to help you find where they are beyond that. Okay, let's see how much time we saved there, because that was quite smooth. Good enough, we'll take it. Going through FF102. Well, yes, FF102 is miserable to 100%. Absolutely. But we were talking platformers, but yeah, you are right. Oh, snow levels. I hope there's not ice physics. Enter in 1 run, yes, in 2 runs, easy. Oh, that's very bright suddenly. Actually kind of blew the optics out for a moment there. Snowfly! Pretty sure flies die in the ice, but whatever. It's quite funny how, every platformer ever has, the obligatory snowy area or icy area. It's just one of those things that's just tradition, you know? Just well, you gotta have an ice level. You gotta have an ice level, you gotta have a water level, probably gotta have a fire or, volcano level. And if it's a Super Nintendo or Genesis game, you probably also have a Japan level. I kind of miss the Japan levels, not gonna lie. Just because it's really funny to me conceptually that they're just yeah, we're gonna just make a level in our fantasy game that's just Japan. Just literally just Japan. And then sometimes that's just the entire game, freaking, what's it called? Going on. Legend of the Mystical Ninja. I've played that game. I have no idea if it's any good. I've heard it's good. I assume it's at least decent, or I wouldn't have made so many of them. No hidden collectibles I can see. Ironically, I do think that, in terms of game design, not talking story, not talking anything else. Oh, okay. You're a bit lost there, buddy? Interesting. Heroes usually don't roll slow, yeah. I think I prefer this, honestly. You know what? Actually fair. Yeah, in terms of game design bits, I think genuinely the inclusion of a completion percentage in general is the worst game design in FF102. Of course, if variety beyond the usual little stuff, but I guess it ain't both. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I think as well, when it comes to platformers, platformers are games that have very limited room to convey their narrative to you. So, you can't really go for, a big high concept idea for a stage, because at best you've got to spend a lot of time explaining it to your player, and at worst they're gonna just not get it. Mega Man X occasionally suffered from, not gonna lie. Oh shit, we missed. I'm pretty sure it does extend your jump just a little bit. Like, obviously it extends your air time, but I think it also gives you a bit more horizontal movement.
Hey!
Oh shoot, okay, fair enough. I see this down here. I'm gonna work out how we get to it. Can we just jump? Let's jump! Let's jump! Just, oh, okay, oh. Okay, we did do it in reverse. It's fine. Look, the level order is only a suggestion, clearly. Oh, but we have now missed that switch. Hold up. I see, they kind of planned around that. They planned that you might miss the switch like a bad jump. There we go. But you couldn't resist pressing A. Alright, we got all the gems. Missing the skull.
Hey!
Oh! Oh, I didn't even consider the idea of stealing the ball from them. Okay, there's definitely a death pit. Hey, Fana Elm. I think I've been fighting the most unfair death battle matchups on Fallon Wiki. Oh, jeez. Turns out that actually, like, you know, Exodius clears all of them, so... Exodia! No one's ever been able to beat him! I saw a, I go on Reddit occasionally during my lunch break. It's kind of easy reading, you know? And I saw a custom card someone posted on there recently. Oops. With the idea of it being Exodia support. And it said, draw 10 cards, then you lose the duel. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. Because if you're not familiar, Exodia actually cannot win you the game until the current card in the chain has finished resolving. So, for example, if you have, say, 3 cards in your hand, and they are all 3 pieces of Exodia. Well, no, sorry. Let's say you've got 4 cards in hand, and they are the 3 pieces of Exodia and Graceful Charity. You activate Graceful Charity, so you now have 3 cards in hand, which are all the pieces of Exodia. You draw 3 cards, and let's say you drew... I've got my maths here wrong. Point being, if you draw the pieces that you need for Exodia from Graceful Charity, you do not win the game until after you finish resolving Graceful Charity and complete your discard. We missed the skull, that's fine. But what if? They wouldn't do that, would they? Oh, science!
How?
Okay, no, they in fact would not do that. I wonder where the skull was then. I didn't see any obvious things we missed. Though, with all the gems, coins rather, so I ain't gonna break anything.
Hey!
I mean, there's the platform, obviously, but I don't think we can get me to warp over there with the hole. Well, we'll just finish the stage and we've got to do another one anyway. At least one more. Probably more. Behind the house, is it? No. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. Sitting there yawning. Okay, retry. Keep an eye out for that hole that we missed. If it isn't over there... No, that was a gem. We got the gem. Shall we peek all these ledges? Oh, man, just a little bit focused, trying to figure out where we might have missed this, doohickey. This thingamajig.
Hey! Hey!
I'm finally killing by jumping on them. Right. Hold up. Let me guess. Oh, okay. Wait. Ah! I thought we had to open the door. So I had Cat with the mustache video when they're playing Exodia the Clown Parvin. I was about to draw an Exodia when I changed a treble something that drew me to Exodia first and one. Honestly, Exodia is like, it really is one of the neatest things in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, whether or not like you enjoy playing against it, sure, because you know, a lot of the time Exodia decks are just solitaire. But I don't think anyone can argue that Exodia isn't fantastic for Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, everyone knows Exodia, even if they've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! What does Magic the Gathering have? That was not a rhetorical question. If you can think of any Magic the Gathering card that's as iconic as Exodia, genuinely, I want to hear your opinion. I guess Black Lotus, but even then, like, I feel like Black Lotus is far less well-known than Exodia. Like, you need to know a little bit about Magic the Gathering before you know the Black Lotus. Rico Bolas? I don't even know what that is myself. What's Rico Bolas? I know Borborygmos, but I didn't know about him until like 2 years ago. Alright, we got our skull. We did die though. Oh, we didn't die. Oh, I'm actually really good at the game. Okay, so we need to just gotta go fast now. I'm just gonna restart because I shouldn't have fired the gun there, and that definitely cost us a cycle. Oh shit.
How?
It's known as like the big bad fat sorcerer dragon man. Fair enough, yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about the lore of magic, unfortunately. My knowledge of magic comes from like a few conversations with a friend of mine where we kind of like mutually talk shit about each other's card game. All in good fun, like not actually getting mad about it. Like a few random videos I just happened to have stumbled upon online.
How?
It's kind of different age groups. I know some people will be like, what's the Time Wizard? See, I don't think Time Wizard is as iconic though. Okay, we missed a second. I think Time Wizard's like a very popular card, like, but I don't think Time Wizard is anywhere near as iconic as Exodia. I mean, how many episodes was he even in? Like, what, 3 episodes I think he was played? He was played in the duel against, the duel against Mai, the duel against Yugi, and I think he played him in like, I think Joey played him in like a Battle City duel. Wait, can we just, okay, we can't go up this. Like, I like Time Wizard. I think Time Wizard is a really cool monster. But I don't think it comes close to Exodia in like awareness. And that's not like a dunk on Time Wizard, that's just, you know, Exodia is just that well known. You just pick on the Hemos. Oh, you're right, yeah, he was one of the Hemos weapons, you are right, yeah. Like Time Magic Mallet or something. Oh, come on, we're making this Final Four. Of course, is his voice? Yeah, Pikachu, Charizard. I mean, I'll give Pokemon this. Like, I don't like their game much, but I mean, I can't argue that Pokemon has way more brand awareness than Yu-Gi-Oh! Does, for sure. I wonder if we can make that without that switch. Ah, shoot.
How?
Tried to do it in one jump. Did not work. Oh, come on. This is way too long to break that. Two tongues for that. Ah! Hold up. Okay. You see the vision, right? You see what I'm trying to do? I think that would work. Actually, I think this would work. Yep, that works.
How?
Okay, I think we get 2 lashes, and then it stops responding. That seems to be what happens at least. Let's go, let's go. Don't need that. No.
Hey!
I'll try and jump that box. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. We could have done better. I won't be upset if we didn't get it. We did get it though. Excellent. Now let's try and make like a new regional Pikachu, like Amalgam, Pachirisu, and Eevee could just make another type. Are you ready for what may be my hottest Pokemon take? I think that the Eevee evolutions are like the most overrated Pokemon ever made. That's my hottest Pokemon take, I think. Because they're not good. They're all just, like, they're fine, they're not bad. But none of them are actually very good. And I think people a lot of people just kind of latch on to, like, liking one evolution as, like, some sort of, like, personality trait thing. It's like, dude, you're picking from, like, 6 or 7 or however many it is now. 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. There's 8 of them now. As a streamer I watched put it once, ever since they made Eevees in Generation 1, Pokemon fans have not been able to shut up about their favourite Eevee evolution. Again, they're fine, but I don't think that they're necessarily, like, awful Pokemon. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that they're bad, like, designs or anything. I am saying, though, that people, like, they are the definition of overrated. Okay, we're gonna go this way, because there's no... Right, there's a checkpoint flag in both directions. We're going this way. Goes to show how much brand power... Exactly, yeah, exactly. Plus, some of the Eevee evolutions have, like, hilarious names in Japanese. So, if you're not familiar, in Japanese, obviously, because it's a different language, all the Pokemon have very different names to what they do in English. And the Eevee evolutions in Japanese are just kind of worse when it comes to their naming, because they didn't really settle on a naming scheme until, like, Leafeon and Glaceon. Like, up until then, they just kind of call them whatever. Do you know what Vaporeon's Japanese name is? It is showers. The English word showers. Yes, exactly, yeah, Umbreon. Umbreon is Bracky, which is, it sounds really bad in English. It's supposed to be a combination of black and lucky, which does not translate well at all. My favourite one, though, has to go to Jolteon. Because Jolteon in Japanese is Sandazu, or thunders. That in itself isn't particularly amusing, until I tell you that Zapdos in Japanese is just called Thunder. So in Japanese, there are 2 Pokemon called Thunder and Thunders, and they are completely unrelated Pokemon with nothing to do with each other. Apart from both having an electric type, I guess. I probably would never be allowed at YCS. Where is the Yu-Gi-Oh equivalent of the Vaporeon copy pasta? And the Soch there isn't much. Well, I guess would it be the Ray copy pasta? I don't know. It's not quite the same as it's not quite as degenerate. But like considering how horny Yu-Gi-Oh is at times, I'm surprised we haven't got an equivalent of it. I'd say Flareon is the least popular. They were just pretty mediocre in the first couple of gens because there was better fire types. Well, we all know the meme of Flareon, don't we? And how it has no moves. That's like the one. That's like the one joke that everyone knows about Flareon, which is unfortunately still largely true. It's got some options now, but it's still bad. Either Ray or Moe. You know what? The Moe one might be up there. Yeah. But even then, like, it's not quite as... It's not really degenerate, is it? It's more just meaty. Oh, shoot, okay. Fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Hey!
I know what it is. Oh, if you do have one, go for it. I'm curious. See, the closest I'm getting to anything that's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Degeneracy is the feet. But I was going to say, I'm not going to elaborate, but I'm just going to say the tour guide custom mats. If you know, you know. Ah, okay. Got it, we can actually reach it now. Gotta do it from here. Flareon in Japanese is booster. Just booster. I don't quite get why it's booster. I guess like a rocket booster? Emits fire, sort of, kind of. You ask me, the only kind of boosted that Flareon is in the popularity ranks because it's bad. Like that, right? Oh!
How?
Damn it. Problem with cool creatures being in some RPGs. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? Every creature collector is going to have... Someone's favourite will be everything, you know? There does not exist a Pokemon that is so unpleasant that someone isn't going to like it. Heck, I'm sure there's probably even fans of Sukamon in Digimon, the literal sentient pile of shit. I don't want to meet these people, ever, but I'm sure they exist. Just as I'm sure that there's also people who are extremely normal about Agemon. And again, I don't really want to meet those people, but I'm certain they exist. Can't tell me Dunsparce is someone liking it. Dunsparce is great, are you kidding me? Dunsparce is really silly, I love it. Dunsparce is... Okay, so here's the thing with Dunsparce that a lot of people don't quite realise. Dunsparce is bad on purpose, and that's the joke. That is the joke of Dunsparce. Because the entire joke of Dunsparce is that it's rare, and that's the only good thing about it. I mean, it doesn't really work in later gens because they made it more common, but in the game it was introduced in, it was like a 5% encounter rate or something? And it's not even good.
Hey!
And that's the joke. And that's why Dunsparce is even funnier, because Dunsparce is... The joke is that the Evo is crap. That's the deliberate joke. Now, you might argue that crap on purpose is still crap, and I would agree with you. That said, I do still find Dunsparce very funny. I think my only complaint about Dunsparce is that they should have made the 3-segment one its own technically different Pokemon and called it Dunsparce. Evolve it the same... Whoops. Keep it evolving the same way, you know? Evolve it the same way, where it's just random, whether you get 2-segment Dunsparce or 3-segment Dunsparce, but... Dunsparce, rather, but... That's like my only complaint. It would have been really funny to just waste a dex entry on the exact same Pokemon but slightly longer. Whoops. About Numemon fans. I mean, Numemon is like, I don't know, Numemon's kind of got like a bit more charm than Sukamon. Like, Numemon is like goofy and funny. Sukamon's just gross. Like, I don't remember Sukamon doing anything in the anime that was like remotely charming or endearing, you know? It threw shit at people and that's about it. Like, at least the Numemon in Adventure, like, tried to defend Mimi from Monzaemon. They got fucking ass blasted for it, but they tried. Their hearts were in the right place. Even if their brains weren't. Oh shit.
How?
I don't think they made it Sukamon fan into your more Dusk and Dawn. I mean, sure. But how many people have you met for whom Sukamon is unironically their favourite? Heck, Sukamon almost feels like it was designed to be a grosser version than Numemon because people kind of like Numemon. Damn it, missed the thing. You know what? Not super, but Uchumon fans? Yeah, Uchumon's fine. I mean, it's a bit weird, but like, he's not gross like Sukamon. He's not a literal pile of shit. As a reminder, that is what Sukamon is. Heck, Sukamon is also like a mistranslation in of itself. It's meant to be scum. Scummon. He's disgusting, he's vile, he's scum. Whereas Numemon is just like slime. Like, slime is fine. Can be a bit gross, but like, it's not inherently unpleasant. Oh shoot. Oh, we biffed this platform so badly. Okay, we're gonna jump off.
How?
Human has that ugly cute go for it. Yeah, ugly cute. Exactly that. RPG slime tier list because there's so many goes. That could be a fun one actually. But yeah, there are a lot of different ways you can just do the slime. Oh! I didn't think we were gonna grapple to that. I was just trying to air hover. This stage is kind of hard to do quickly. Oops. And deathless. Like Muck. Yeah, I guess Muck would count, wouldn't he? He is basically the slime of Pokemon. I guess also Ditto would count. I mean, I guess it was kind of the mimic more than the slime, but like, they're kind of, you know, two halves of the same... two sides of the same coin. There we go. Let's remember to not go too quickly. No! Damn it! Oh, shit.
How?
A D&D. Oh yeah, the genetics cube from D&D, yeah. Honestly, my main problem with a lot of slabs is they're just kind of not very interesting in terms of what they do. Like, I know a lot of the time slabs are just kind of like low-level filler mobs, but like, I don't know, I don't know what, but you could do something more fun with a slime. Ow, why'd I go that way? That was dumb. I wonder if we can cut any more corners off this. We can cut this corner off. Maybe a tiny time save there.
Hey!
Oh, shoot. Can't believe I did that. I'm so dumb. Does FF have a good slime? Not really, actually. FF has, like, the flan category of enemies, which are, like, they're fine. I guess they're slightly more interesting than some RPG slimes in that you do need to use, like, an elemental spell to take care of them, but, like, not really tremendously exciting. Okay, we've got less than a minute. Maybe we'll see if that's good enough. I think did we do Deathless? I don't think we did Deathless. Hey, good enough. Okay. It's funny how some of these are taking, like, a lot of tries, and some of these is like, well, we get one try and we're good when we actually get the run. Alright, slow and steady, just gotta do this without dying. You can take all that time in the world. Funnily enough, one thing that FF doesn't have either, FF doesn't really have an answer to the mimic concept. The only equivalent I can really think of, well, okay, FF9 specifically had mimics. But, like, it doesn't have, like, an iconic monster that is the mimic, you know? The closest I can think of, which, again, isn't iconic, it only appeared in one game, in Final Fantasy IV, there was an entire dungeon where there's, like, a million fake doors, and if you pick a fake door, you'd have to fight the door. It's like an angry door with, like, teeth and things. It's fine. I do like door mimics as a concept. I think it's a bit more interesting than just a, you know, treasure chest mimic. Dang it, it's fine. We can wait. If I have 10 mimics of Mega Moons, will we still? 10 mimics? I don't remember those. I know 10 has the magic box. Do they also have mimics? Wait a minute. Right, I don't think I've ever actually done the Omega Ruins, so that would also explain it. Okay, we should be on all of the things so far. 15 to 15. We are 33%. We've only done like 13% today so far. This might be a bit of a long series. Oh, max HP with no boss. Okay. I wonder how many levels we're at. We can do some maths. Well, actually, wait, it's easy maths. If we're at 33% at 15 collectibles, that means then that in theory there's 45 levels? Quite a few levels. As you start to get a major boss that hides in just really? The online one or the regular Phantasy Star? I've actually played the original Phantasy Star games.
Hey!
I'm sure they're good, I've just never got around to them. They're fun. I've heard good things about them. I think for me the problem is that I believe they were Genesis originally. And I do have a Genesis, but I didn't get my Genesis until years after the Genesis was done. Like, I got my Genesis kind of, I want to say like PS3 era. I didn't really play it much. I only got like 3 or 4 games on it. Didn't really hold my interest, but that's entirely like a me problem. Like, obviously, I had better games to play at the time. There's also a non-zero chance they may not have been released here. A lot of games were not released here originally. Mario RPG was not released here originally. Neither was Earthbound. Like, we missed out on a lot of games back in the day. Right, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Earthbound. I think that's another very overrated title, but... Oh, okay, you can't rotate on the spot. Using the shoulder buttons in midair. Got it, okay.
Hey!
That might be my hottest RPG hot take, actually, now I think about it. That Earthbound isn't actually very good. It's very charming and very unique, but I think people conflate that with good. Like, I think in actuality, the only really unique good thing that Earthbound does mechanically is, what's the word? Is having, the rolling HP counter thing. You know, where you don't die until your HP hits 0. And even then, like, that's unique. It's not like, that doesn't carry your game. Let me get over there. Oh, okay. So despite the fact that I said it shouldn't work, it does work. Okay, sure.
What?
Ah, right, we have to take that.
Hey!
Take it ages away to put it on the you just pick up your switch light again. Do I know what my switch light is? I actually don't know. I think I do. But it's definitely not charged. Earthbound's a fine RPG. It was just really sought after because it was super rare and reached outside Japan. Yeah, it's not. Listen, it's not a terrible game. I'm not here saying like, oh, Earthbound could so. But I am saying Earthbound is like probably the definition of overrated. It isn't awful. It's not a terrible game. But like, people glaze the hell out of it for, frankly, no real good reason. Mother 3, Mother 3 I'll be a lot more polite about. I think Mother 3 is very good. Even if the combat is, like, still not very exciting, I think Mother 3 is a much better game overall. Oh, I need to break that with something. Bottle. Bottle of water. I never was okay thing before. One thing I don't forgive: inventory-based character with very limited inventory stuff. Exactly. There's a reason why Final Fantasy did that in Final Fantasy 1 and no other title. Because I realized, wait a second, this is fucking dumb. Isn't this place overly filled with spikes? It sure is.
Hey!
Oops. Yeah, that is one of those design decisions I don't think I could ever defend. In fact, actually, I was playing before Christmas. I didn't finish it, but I was playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, like a CRPG based on the Pathfinder system. It's okay. I was enjoying it a lot at the start, and then like as it went on, it kind of started doing things. I was just kind of like, I'm getting tired of these encounter designs. The game seems to have a big, what's the word? We've been there. Surely we've been there, right? They wouldn't hide something down there, right? Science! Okay, we have been here.
How? Hey!
Yeah, I think with the encounter design for that game, I was getting really fatigued with it because it was very much quantity over quality. So, like, they just threw a ton of encounters at you that were really boring and not interesting. Like, oh, here's 3 cultists. You go 5 minutes later. Not even 5 minutes later. Here's 3 cultists. Here's 3 cultists. And it's like, those kind of things are fine in, like, an action game, having, like, you know, the repetitive short encounters work fine in an action game because the player is, you know, engaging constantly. Doesn't work so well in a very slow turn-based CRPG. And I very much get the impression they designed it around the idea you were not using turn-based mode, which is dumb because the turn-based mode is really good and really well implemented. I don't know why I did that. I say Earthbound Zero is the most underrated one of the trilogy. I don't know. I've not played Zero, admittedly. I've watched people play it, and like, again, it's fine, but I think it's the kind of game that, like, for its time was really good. I don't really see many compelling reasons to play it now. It's very dated. Beyond, like, the quirkiness of the setting. Like, if that's enough for you to enjoy it, then yeah, I guess that would probably be alright. I've just never really particularly enjoyed... I've never really enjoyed Earthbound's combat much. And I think that the first 2 games are really bad about giving you a good sense of direction and what you're meant to be doing. Sometimes.
Hey!
Not all the time. Three, I thought, was a lot better about that. Well, all SNES games are unless it's like Super Mario. Yeah, a lot, yeah, exactly, yeah. Like, Super Mario aged very well. The Visual Legend of Zelda's aged pretty well. What?
How?
You will not catch me defending Final Fantasy here, though. I like Final Fantasy. It is aged very poorly on the NES. We know we've got all the coins around here.
Hey!
My favourite part about Final Fantasy 1 is the part where half the game doesn't work. And that's not even like hyperbole, that's literally just like... No, intelligence literally doesn't work in this game. All of the weapons that are meant to do bonus damage to certain enemy types just don't. Half the spells just don't do anything, or in some cases, do the exact opposite of what they are supposed to do. The thief doesn't work. It's kind of one of those Pokemon situations where it's like, it's a miracle that series lasted beyond the first game considering how much of it didn't work. But it kind of works because the stuff that isn't working is stuff under the hood that you're not going to notice unless you know what you're looking for in the first place. Like, Pokemon. Did you know when you were playing Pokemon Red for the first time that focus energy just didn't work? Of course you didn't. No one knew that. The game never indicates that in any way, shape or form that it doesn't work. Did you know that if you get your stats modified while you have a badge, that you get the badge boost again? The famous glitch known as the badge boost glitch? Of course you didn't. No one knew that. No one was paying that close attention. Okay, how do we get back? Can we get back? We goof. We may have goofed. Okay, let's continue to explore this way first and see if there's... We can always just backtrack. Accuracy removing entire accuracy is very bad. Oh yeah. But even then, that one I don't even think is a bug. That's just intended. That's working as it's supposed to work. That was just poor design. It does kind of feel like we're on the right path. It's a little bit worrying. Right, just a little too well. Honestly, though, I prefer that over the alternative. Like, I honestly, in every game I play, every RPG I play, I will assume, until proven otherwise, that every buff and every debuff in that game sucks ass. Because in 90% of games they do. I thought that was like actually timed for us specifically, but no, we were just unlucky. Under-tuning greater than over-tuning? I don't know, I mean it can work. I think it depends on the context of the game. Like, I think for a multiplayer game, buffing things feels better than nerfing things, you know? Like, no one likes to read that their favourite character or their favourite class is going to be getting nerfed in the next patch. And like, while it can make that moment of, you know, schadenfreude where, you know, the person playing the low-tier character gets to feel glee at the high tier being reined in a bit, it doesn't solve the underlying problem of the low-tier sucking. Oh, we are not even close, are we? Well, off we go. Alright, so we're going to go back through this door. This is clearly the correct route, which means for our purpose it's the incorrect route. Can we actually get back is the question. What if we damage boost and try and grab that mushroom? Hey, that works. One of my other issues with Pokemon, being competitive games means you don't get that same single player fun. Well, you kind of do. Like, you can do goofy single player shit in your single player file, but yeah, they have to kind of... They do have to, like, design around the idea of it being multiplayer, and that is kind of lame. it's kind of kept in check with certain things, where like you'll get like, you know, like the moves that the moves that only work in like doubles or whatever, and then there's just no double battles in the entire game. I guess there's that angle for it, but
Hey!
okay, you only get 2 turns. I do think competitive, but you know, you like what you like. Personally, I do think competitive Pokemon is kind of a bit silly. Like I say, I'm not saying like it's not a game of strategy by any means. It's just I look at competitive Pokemon in the same way that I look at, like, say, competitive Smash Bros. It's like, yeah, it's absolutely a game you can take seriously, but come on, we're talking about like the funny Nintendo party game where Princess Peach gets a suplex Bowser, yeah? It's not that deep. It would be interesting to see what they could do with Pokemon. If from a design standpoint, if they did have, like, the ability to go off the reins a little bit. You know, make some weird stuff that would just absolutely ruin multiplayer, but is fun to mess around with in single player. Okay, we are missing not only some gems, but also some coins. I think we have to get on the castle somehow, right? How?
Hey!
Yes, coins up there, and there's a gem up there. How do we get up there? How do we ascend?
Hey!
There we go. Oh wait, we could use the mushroom, right? Down, thank you for the follow! Thank you so much! Check out PZA. ZA is a mess. I've watched multiple people play the multiplayer in that game, and look, if you somehow enjoy it, you're allowed to enjoy it. I'm not here to be the fun police. But I am gonna say this. I don't understand you. I don't understand how you can enjoy it. It's such a mess.
Hey!
It's such absolute jank. Let's get these green ones before we go around. If this is worth 10, which I think it is, that's all the gems, all the coins rather. No, we're missing another 10. Another one up here, maybe. Okay. There's gotta be another, there's gotta be another one up here, yeah. We can platform around here. Like this. There we go. You know, Monsuno, the one with the giant polar bear that shoots laser. I've got no idea, I'm afraid. No idea of that one. Sorry. Oops. That almost ended poorly. Where's this last coin? It's got to be up here somewhere. It wouldn't make it this hard to get up here if there was no reason to get up here. Oh, it's over there! And that's worth 10. There we go, okay. So we got everything, but we also died a billion times and took forever, so we need to get a job on this time. Alright, gotta go at an accelerated pace. That's how the catchphrase goes, right?
Hey!
Oh, whoops.
Ow!
Right, don't jump off that. Note yourself. Do not jump off of the ramp. I did it again!
How?
I was actually trying to jump before it, but whatever.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Can we cut your corners here?
Hey!
No, we can't go through with one of those. This feels really slow so far.
Hey!
Oh, almost. Almost died. That's fine. Checkpoint. Well, why not?
Hey! Hey!
It's fine. We only need 1 hit point to survive.
Hey!
The only HP that matters, etc., etc.
Hey!
Okay, it was about a minute. I feel like we could have done better. That felt pretty slow. Yeah, not good enough. Well, that was our deathless run, so we can... Alright, just go faster. We can definitely shave something off of this. I know we can.
Hey!
Okay, thanks, Tom. Oh, we can do this. I said we can do this. I do this. There we go. Okay, it's only a small toss-up, but it might be good enough.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Probably should stop taking so much damage.
Hey!
Okay, we said 10 seconds. Is that good enough? Was 10 seconds good enough? It was! Okay, good, good. It's funny how quickly those can go through once you know, aren't trying to get everything. Oh, it's Jake and his snake again. Alright, Jake. There he is. Hey, Frog Girl. You're not gonna get my treasure this time. We don't care about the treasure. It's a cold welcome. Ah, pumped. You know what? It is cold here. Snash doesn't like all this cold. But you probably understand us, right? We're not so different after all. Cold-blooded treasure hunters. Just seem to have the brain of a wizard. Well, I know how to get warm. Right into the treasure. Oh, come on. Too cold for this. Race to the finish. Break the targets.
Hey!
Okay, that could have worked, but I guess it just chose not to this time. Okay.
How?
Get.
Hey!
This is the long way, shoot. That's the gem path.
Hey!
Oh! What? How did we fall off? Huh? I wasn't touching the control stick. The hell, we just slid. Game bug? Hello? The top 3 rival characters. Ooh, rival characters. I think my number 1 is probably Virgil in Devil May Cry. Specifically Devil May Cry 3, but like anyone's good. I think a good rival character needs to play by the exact same rules you do. And it's not to tell whether Jake is or not, he might be. I'm assuming he is. Alanti! What the fuck? This one you just slide off? What the hell? Sorry, I only speak English, I'm afraid. I do apologise. Okay. Oh, what?
How?
Skip! Auto skip would be kind of handy. technicals are kind of a bit naff, but they're fine. Like, I enjoy the challenge of them. It would just be a bit less annoying. Oh, yeah, I messed that up completely. A bit less annoying if, what's the word? It'd be a bit less annoying if you weren't required to do the entire race first. So, it'd be a bit less annoying if you have to do the whole race first so that you could collect the collectibles on the first round. I don't know why I was doing that. Keep messing this up, I don't know why. As for he's going good, 36. Welcome in, welcome.
Hey!
Okay, jump, bounce, tap, there we go. Now we get stuck on a cycle. Okay, so for some reason, this particular platform, you don't move along with. This platform is bugged. That's so annoying. That feels like an actual error. I can't imagine that's intentional. Guess we'll grab this on the way by. I've no idea which way the exit is. I'm just kind of guessing. This seems correct, maybe? Oh. Oh no, we won, okay. Okay, we win. Oh, there's a door, I see. Alright, well now we actually start playing the level properly. I like having a race. I think races are fun, but I think, like, again, it'd be better if it wasn't so inconvenient to have to do the whole stage quickly and then just backtrack to the start of the stage to get everything else, you know? It's a bit unnecessary. Actually, we should just keep backtracking. We've got more stuff to get. With the broken-ass platform. Wait, now it works. What the fuck? What the hell is with that platform? Like, it just looks, from your perspective, I'm sure, like I was just walking off that platform when I kept dying, but I can assure you, it literally was just like, your momentum did not follow that platform for some reason. Oh, shoot. Dang it.
How?
It might have level mode for running or something like Maris is pretty quick to click. Yeah, like, a level dedicated to racing is fine. That I'm fine with. It's just the fact that we've got to do the race, and now we've got to go backtrack through the level that we just ran through, and go and pick up everything that we missed, which is basically everything, because the game disincentivizes you from wanting to try and get it on the first go around, you know?
Hey!
I'm pretty sure these guys are just force damage sometimes. Unless there's like a trick to grappling into them that doesn't get you hit. It's happened a lot. But skull gets. I do appreciate as well the fact that the skull doesn't seem to ever have any other collectibles in its path. Like, I guess if you only miss the skull, you're only missing the skull. Anything up there? Let's just go right back to the very start. We're near enough to it anyway. Oh, that one just... I didn't even hit that guy, he just exploded. I think we got these, but just in case we didn't. Alright, well the deathless one's going to be a little bit annoying, knowing now what we know about that one specific platform, and how it likes to just not work. Excuse me. I might have a bit of a short one tonight. I think I saw on the map that we have another boss coming up. I might wrap up stream after the boss. I'm just feeling quite tired tonight. I've had a busy few days and not had an awful lot of sleep, and I think it's just slightly starting to catch up. A couple hours. Yeah, we played for like, what, about 3 hours? Something like that. I am enjoying this game, don't get it wrong. I'm having a blast with it, it's fun. Just, I'm just tired. I did have my birthday this week. I guess maybe I'm not quite as able to keep doing the late night stuff as much. Actually, that's not even true. We went really late on my birthday. That's probably why I'm tired. Here I am joking about being too old to stay up late. No, I was, because I stayed up late that I'm tired. We went for like 5.5 hours on my birthday, which is long. I like to shoot for like about 4 hours. I'm not strict about it.
Hey!
I just think 4 hours is a good time, but less than 4 is fine. Now, 4 hours good. Anything more than that, bonus. 3 hours fine. Yeah, it's not too bad. And like 3 hours is not a short amount of time either when you think about it. Like, I'm gonna say this. This is not me throwing shade when I say this. Like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, 3 hours, that's not that long. Like, no, some people only stream for like 2 hours at a time sometimes. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Hey!
Oh, like, we can't jump on you for some reason. Wait, did we fucked ourselves? Hold on. That's up there. Hold on, I'm gonna jump off. I
How?
think we need to not hit that switch. So I think, yeah, those are making a ladder over there by default. And you grab that first before we hit the switch. Now we can hit the switch. And we definitely got everything out of there, I think. Should just be whatever's left out of this bit, and we should be good, and then just go to the speed run. But you know what, now I'm saying that, that's part of probably why we're taking so long with this, is because we're going for everything on the first pass. There we go, yeah, got all the coins. Because like when we were doing Crash Bandicoot, like that game just took quite a while to 100%. But we weren't going for like perfect speedruns, we were just going for good enough speedruns. Alright, no deaths. And we actually did terrible on time though, we expected that. Jake, skip! Continue. I don't really know where our skip opportunities are here. I guess this is one. Oh! Restart. Completely biffed that. You asked about rival characters. What other good rival characters are there? I think in my mind, Dante and Virgil are like the best ones.
How?
Because in my mind, a rival character should be someone that's playing by the same rules you are. Someone that you could theoretically play as, and I mean, well, they literally did that in the special edition of DMC3. Oh, I met Cell from Final Fantasy. I don't know, like, I don't really think of him as a rival. I think of him as he's just villain, you know, he's not really a rival per se. Actually, okay, yeah, this kind of breaks what I was saying, my rule of... Okay.
How?
This kind of breaks my own rule about, like, playing by the same rules, but, Xenos actually does kind of end up as a pretty good rival, I think. I'll admit, I didn't like Xenos for a lot of the game, but he did kind of win me over, for goodness sake, at a certain point. He also has one of my favourite lines of dialogue in the entire game. But again, I don't know if it's weird, like, rivals are weird thing to think about, because, like, someone that you fight repeatedly isn't necessarily rival, is it? I mean, he probably thought so. Xenos definitely thinks of your character as his rival, but... Oh, for goodness sakes, what's wrong with me? Keep just missing my inputs. Come on, Helm, get it together. Not that tired. Ah!
How?
What's going on? I didn't like myself up a bit. I'm just like completely failing these basic jumps now. For goodness sake, what is going on? I don't know why this one jump or this one mushroom is causing me so much trouble suddenly. And people have more vibes to act like, true, yeah! So I guess has pretty good vibes actually, I'll give them that. Again, specifically with regards to how they were depicted in Adventure 2 Battle. Okay, that is not a global cycle. That guy is not always in the same position at all. Well, I'll say he probably is on a global cycle, but I don't think he resets every time we do. Maybe he does? I don't know. Oh, why couldn't I grab? Dang it. I don't want to be complaining, but the number of times when the tongue hits something and it just doesn't work is very frustrating. And the lack of feedback as to why that occurs does not help us. Okay, yeah, he's not on the same cycle. Look, he's in a different position. Like, why did that not work? It made an impact sound. I swear it made an impact sound.
Hey!
Okay, good enough, whatever.
Hey!
Just go a little bit slower there, I suppose.
Hey!
Ah, I'm on the wrong cycle for this thing as well. Oh my god. Level sucks. Take this level. It's not even that hard. It's annoying. He skips here. Probably not. Maybe. Ah.
How?
Okay, is there an option to skip? No, there is not. That would have been a really good option to have, like, skip previously viewed dialogues. Okay, that works, sure. Oh, frick. Oh, come on, get it together, girl. What is wrong with you? I think part of it might be that I'm being, like, harder on myself in terms of how fast I need to be. I don't know. Like, some levels, like, I've tried really hard and still, like, not made. Ah, again!
How?
Why is it not sticking to the wall? Come on. I keep opening the menu every time because the skip is not as responsive as I would like. Sure, that works, kind of.
Hey!
Damn it, we missed the cycle again. Oh, come on. Oh, I forgot it's a stupid bugged platform that doesn't work properly. Oh my god. Getting tilted here. Maybe we will wrap up after this stage.
Hey!
We go.
Hey!
Oh, thanks. Where we're going. Oh, he doesn't do damage, he just bullshit, okay.
How?
what is with that one mushroom jump I just seem to completely always struggle with, and I don't know why. I'm not sure what I'm meant to be doing with it. I'm doing differently. I guess... Okay, sure.
Ow.
Sure. Getting annoyed. I'm getting upset. I don't want to be upset. I like this game. I just... The longer the game's going on, and the more demanding the platform is getting, the more frustrating it gets when the one gimmick the game's built around is not working as well as I would like it to work. Like, look!
Ow.
As in, I'm holding the button. I was worried about that. Like, I'm holding the button whenever I fire it to make sure that I'm not cancelling it. I think it's just a little bit buggy. And like, you know, that's fine. But when it's the one thing your game's based around, it's very frustrating when it's not working with 100% consistency. Like, look,
Ow.
I don't know what else I can say. It looks like I'm playing poorly on purpose, and I can only promise that I'm not. I think it's just that the tongue just doesn't like to work at, like, steep angles or something. Ah, whatever.
Ow.
But then we've also had moments where the tongue's showing great and it still worked. It's irritating. Okay, that is probably what we're meant to do. I think we're meant to not jump off that mushroom, but grapple from the mushroom. Ah, where's the platform again? Okay, remember to warp it this time, because this one's busted for some reason. I feel like we haven't done much in terms of time saves here, to be honest. Hopefully it'll be good enough. Good enough to beat him at least.
Hey.
Alright, I don't know, that wasn't very good, but we'll see. Maybe it's good enough. Hey, okay, thank fuck for that. Okay. I'm going to do the sensible thing here, which is I am going to stop here. There's a boss coming up, and I've already established that the bosses are clearly not the best part of this game. They're kind of a bit naff. I don't want to play this while I'm already in a little bit of a tilted state. So I think we're going to stop here, and we'll pick up next week. Now, Helm-Chan, would you be opposed to giving thy opinion on pineapple pizza? I don't really have an opinion because I don't like pizza. I don't like pineapple, so I'm the wrong person to ask, I'm afraid. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to continue with this. I am enjoying the game. It has become apparent the longer we've gone on that it is a bit buggier than I would like. But I'm still enjoying it. Oh, thanks for the bits, Rise. Thank you so much. We're going to go and see who's on the go raid off into, of course. So please keep your arms and other body parts clear the closing doors. See you via games chat screen in a sec. Well, thank you all for joining me here tonight. I do apologise that I was getting a little bit, being a little bit of a salty bitch by the end of that, but to be fair, it's very hard to really kind of like express how buggy it feels verbally. I think you guys could tell that it wasn't just like, I'm not saying that it's, you know, I'm not saying that it's entirely the game's fault. Absolutely not. A lot of those deaths were definitely my fault. But I am saying that a lot of those tongue lashes definitely should have been sticking and they weren't. Or at least as the game presented it, they weren't. We don't mind we can raid off into though. Well, first off, we should get rid of the boy. Be gone with it. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I know who we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Snuggabus. Snuggabus is playing Yu-Gi-Ohs. So we are going to give her, we like Snuggabus here, she's great. Going to give her a perfectly normal melee, and we're going to give her the Pompa Jam because she knows Yu-Gi-Oh! She knows the boy. And we'll do a heart as well. As always, if you are not subscribed, you can do a heart, you can do a smiley face, and just do something nice. That's all I ask of you guys. If you are new here and you've enjoyed yourself, despite me being a gigantically salty little bitch at the end of that, we have a Discord. I always post up my schedule there first, so if you want to keep in touch and know what's going on, that's the best way to do so. That'll do us for now, though, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Give some love to Snug when you get over there. Be nice. You're representing me. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you all for joining me here tonight. And as always, it's been a pleasure to serve you all.